The Epistemic Archive is a breathtaking artifact. The Index, which itself is a document of dizzying complexity, enumerates nearly 100 million entries, including 10 million government documents spanning 3 centuries of epistemic rule, 6 million maps, 3 million works of music, 20 million images, 2 million pages of spellcraft, and nearly 60 million manuscripts detailing every facet of their culture. The name of their empire was not chosen at random. Across the ages, these people speak to us. Their poetry, epics, dramas, tragedies, farces, and folk tales, their children's stories, their curious and elegant mathematical proofs, their philosophy and religion, and tantalizingly, their histories, both of themselves and of the hitherto unknown ages that came before them, is a wealth that endured their economic collapse. The archive has finally given us the names of the vanished prehistory of our world, the age of darkness, the age of breath, and the age of salt. Understanding the archives is a nearly impossible task. Fully digesting it may require centuries. Fortunately, we do not face this challenge alone. The epistemics had the foresight to include an archivist. Good evening. Welcome to session 2 of our Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition mini-campaign, Burning Bright. My name is Cameron, and I'll be your DM. We're using a slightly modified version of the D&D 5th edition rules, which is that whenever I make a mistake, that was a house rule the whole time, and has been 100% consistent. Joining me tonight, we have 4 players. Ian?
I'm Ian. I'll be playing the level 8 commoner come level 1 paladin, Worth.
I'm Corey, and I'll be playing Rose.
I'm Adam, and I will be playing the level 4 paladin, Belloc.
And I'm Graham, and I'm the level 4 paladin, Martin.
And
Rose is also a paladin.
I'm also level 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. The eagle-eyed among you may have noticed that this seems to be an unbalanced party, and yeah, it totally is.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I wanted to try this, and everyone was game for it, and I think it's been fun so far.
Yeah. We are
so-
the first paladins, or at least some of the first paladins.
Yeah. I mean, you're certainly the first person you've ever met with these abilities.
Yeah.
The story so far. 3 years ago, the Epistemic Empire underwent a disastrous kind of lobotomy. The capital city, Ontauk, was destroyed in some kind of almost metaphysical calamity. And since then, the remains of the empire have been consumed by civil war, famine, disease, and all the general symptoms of a complete systems collapse. Our characters are wandering the remains of this world, obeying their conscience as best as possible, and driven forward by some as yet unrevealed power to right the wrongs and do good in this world gone mad. Last session, they came across what appeared to be an abandoned city after having to escape from the clutches of some kind of nefarious cult that was bent on a pilgrimage to the still burning capital city of Ontauk. And they have stumbled across something quite unusual, which appears to be a last functioning outpost of epistemic society. They were taken prisoner, released, and are now being introduced to what is being called the Horizon Project. Set into the side of a mountain, it seems very well hidden, very well fortified, and reasonably well defended by what appears to be one of the last functioning army units. And our players have just been taken on a tour by director Avery Holloway. So when we last left you, Director Holloway was taking you down an elevator, I believe,
Yep.
Yeah.
inside this repurposed salt mine.
You see, they use the elevator to cover for loading zones. That one took about a week.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
No, I can just picture like the Mass Effect elevator.
Yeah, yeah,
Just
where
all,
it's like,
all four of us is standing in there, like not saying a word. Just
Shepard.
yes.
Shepard. Rex. So Director Holloway, who's kind of like a smallish man of early middle age, he looks at first glance to be reasonably young, but he's just one of those people who will probably look young until the day he's 90 and then will instantaneously turn into a raisin.
Yeah. Okay.
So he looks at you and says, I imagine you have questions.
There's a few.
Yeah.
I mean, so I don't understand what the archive is.
The archive is a reproduction of the central archive from Ontauk. It's the central library that includes all of, well, everything. Everything goes to Ontauk to be copied. So, in one sense, it's the repository of everything that we know.
And so we understand that this is, like as he explained it last time, that this is a duplicate of the presumably destroyed archive in Ontauk. And so they're trying to protect basically all the pre-collapse knowledge that they can. Okay.
And our characters don't remember how the collapse happened, or we vague like do we?
You weren't there. Everyone who was there is dead.
Okay.
But what happened is that Ontauk suffered some kind of calamity. And that appears to have altered your memories of what the world was like before.
Okay.
So, when we arrived here and said that we had felt drawn to this location, you said, I wondered what it was doing. So there was some process being taken by something.
Yeah, I'm actually taking you to introduce yourselves to them. It might be easier if I just showed you. Because explaining is... I'm taking you to meet our librarian.
Oh, excellent. Name of librarian?
They've always just called themselves the librarian.
How long are we going to be in this elevator?
Until we're finished asking questions.
Yeah,
Until I'm finished preparing my spells.
yeah, basically.
What?
This can be a walk and talk.
Yeah.
You're descending for quite a while. But the elevator's also kind of slow. It's a big cargo one.
What was it like before?
Reading the archive, looking back at selected pieces, it was nice. Things were good for a long time. Ample food, safety, prosperity. People dedicated their lives to all kinds of wonderful things.
What happened?
Well, for the last few years, we've known that the level of magic in the world was dropping. And that was going to be a hard thing to navigate. But it was something we would be able to do. Until I think somebody decided it was something they would rather not trust others to deal with.
And they accelerated that process? Or...
I think the destruction of Ontauk and the creation of what we call the Emperor is a ritual act of extraordinary selfishness on someone's part to preserve themselves through the coming Dark Age.
So, like, something was coming, and rather than fight it, someone just decided to preserve, like, one person decided that, hey, I want to make it through this?
Yeah. One of the, out of character,
Yeah.
one of the conceits that I've been working on in this setting is that people are vaguely aware that they know that XP kind of exists, not in those terms, but they do know that one of the best ways of getting powerful quickly is killing things and fighting. And so a ritual act destroying an entire city might just propel you to some kind of ascended state.
Oh. Okay.
Is there anything in the archive about people like us? People drawn to things?
Apparently there is. Which I think might be why you were here.
I guess that makes sense.
Well, I mean, hopefully it is. It's a bit above my pay grade. Really, I'm just kind of a technician.
Okay.
Like a tour guide?
Eh, I might as well be. Anyway, we're here. Right, and he lifts up the elevator.
Yeah.
And you exit into a large cavernous room that, I mean, there's a corridor, a doorway, and then he opens the doors, if you follow him,
Oh, yes.
and into a large cavernous room that is illuminated with blue arcane light. And in the center of the room is an enormous evolving sigil.
What are we feeling right now?
The smell of ozone, hair standing kind of on end a little bit, but none of your senses twig to this.
Okay.
Does anyone have, what is it, Arcana?
Yep.
Nope.
Do we still feel like we're being pulled? Like, do we have that feeling still, or is it gone? Because we've had that feeling the entire
Yeah.
time going through, and we're like, we're going in the right direction, we're going in the right direction.
Yeah, this feels like where you want to be.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd like to.
Okay.
Yes. 12.
12. You recognize the sigil as a living spell.
Oh, a living spell.
Yeah, okay, so explanation, sorry. At some point, somebody realized that if you could make a spell that could cast other spells, that would be really useful as a form of automation.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
And
Spells
so
are taking all our jobs.
it did automate away a lot of other kind of like routine stuff. And it was
Shell scripted
an
universe.
event that was like, you know, there's that joke about how we're all our bosses taking one course on Microsoft Excel away from unemployment.
Yeah.
Right.
Kind of like that. It was an event kind of like the Industrial Revolution where people realized, oh, if you can make a spell that casts spells and then executes things sequentially and then sustains itself, then that could be used to do a lot of things. And this is what they kind of look like. They're very big, they're very complex, they're like they require all kinds of like infrastructure around them in order to keep them going. And at some point they go through instars. So usually up to 5 instars.
I don't recognize that word.
An instar is what insects go through in their development.
Okay.
Like a maggot is one instar, and a
like
fly is the second
Major
instar.
phases of.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, okay.
Or
Oh,
egg.
a living
like,
spell.
Yeah. I'd like to introduce you to the Archivist. She's a 7th instar legend lore spell, and she's responsible for the archive. And I think she wanted to talk to you.
Hi.
Hello?
And, yeah. A voice says, I'm glad you arrived. Welcome.
Is that allowed,
Yeah.
or do we just hear it?
That's allowed.
Okay. Interesting.
Huh. I'm kind of scared right now, and I don't understand this.
You knew we were coming?
I anticipated your arrival.
Us specifically?
Things like you.
What do you mean, like us? Sorry.
My questions exactly.
Yeah. There's a lot going on right now, and I don't understand any of it.
Beach
And I'm not
ball.
afraid to admit the fact.
Yeah. There is precedent in history for the existence of beings with your specific powers. And I anticipated that you might be drawn to this place, given current circumstances.
So you didn't bring us here. You just thought we would show up.
Oh, shit.
I anticipated that you would arrive here, so I felt it was important that we be here to meet you.
What's here?
Here is the repository of everything that our civilization knows.
But that can't be why we're drawn here.
I don't know the answer to that question, but I suppose whatever power moves you might see value in preserving that.
What happened to the others like us?
In the archives, there are 15,000, give or take, entries related to people with powers similar to yours. Almost all of them die young.
How young?
Sometimes within moments of recognizing their powers.
Well, we're above the living curve then, aren't we? We've lasted a little while.
I suspect that you represent a 6 sigma deviation from the norm with regards to your survivability.
I have no idea what that means.
You're literally 1 in several million.
Holy sh...
So we're 4, and each of us
It's
is
one in-
about that likely?
Yeah,
You've told us that many of us die, but you didn't say why.
usually attempting to fight things that are significantly more dangerous than yourselves. Congratulations. This means you're exceptional.
Guys, I don't want to die.
So you anticipated our coming here. What did you anticipate that we would ask you?
That I don't know. But I would hoped you would contribute to our survival.
What are you... Do you have an immediate threat?
The world outside has become exceptionally dangerous.
Yep.
I can anticipate any number of threats with no specific timeline or course of action. But it seems increasingly likely that someone will learn of this facility and attempt to either destroy it or capture it before we can secure the archive.
But I mean, what I don't understand is securing the archive, I guess, is important, but what does that change anything?
For us, no. But for whoever comes after us, I suppose it may matter a great deal.
So what are you hoping us to do? Just be here?
The archive will be prepared for, the archive will be fully prepared for storage in 2 months. It must be protected until then.
So
Okay.
we're supposed to do that?
I can't speak to supposed to. I would ask you to contribute.
Where is the archive now?
Beneath us.
Like this is it.
And then the sigil alters to an illusion
Yeah.
that displays, you, and then it zooms out and shows a solid cube that you are standing on that spans the entire room and below.
How will the archive be secured?
The archive will be stored inside its own pocket dimension and then sealed once this shaft is vacated.
Neat.
So you're essentially leaving a message in a bottle.
Yes.
Okay. And just, I mean, it seems like a lot to risk in the hopes that someday someone finds it.
Yes.
What can you tell us about the Emperor?
The Emperor was a mid-tier functionary in the government who seemed to have been deeply concerned with his own inability to survive the oncoming collapse.
This collapse keeps getting mentioned. Nobody knows what happened.
What happened is the Emperor enacted a ritual spell that destroyed the capital and propelled himself to some kind of ascended state,
Which he is still in.
which he will be in perhaps for a very long time.
But you mentioned oncoming collapse.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Well, he sped the collapse.
Up.
Yeah.
Like it was coming anyway, and he was just like,
Yeah.
well, it's me versus everyone else, and he chose me.
Exactly.
And there was a bunch of pilgrims that we met on the road, and they were going to offer gifts to the emperor. Is that how he
The
sustains
Emperor's
power?
voracious appetite will require sacrifices.
How were the Emperor's followers able to distinguish us from other people?
I imagine that you radiate a particular energy that they may be sensitive to.
Father Steelheart said we were burning.
And
That seems like a reasonable guess.
and that we were going to be given as a gift, but we never understood to whom.
Oh,
Must be to the
Close to
emperor.
the Emperor.
I guess,
Yeah.
but I don't know what made us different. I guess because we weren't following like the pilgrims were.
your gifts might, your powers might make you a particularly potent offering.
Right.
Is there anything we can do beyond just defend the archive to help speed things along?
Work crews are experts in this kind of work. I do not anticipate that picking up a shovel will necessarily help things along too much.
What can you tell us about the source of our powers? Is there any way to accelerate our growth beyond what is known or remove them?
Remove them? No, I don't know how you would go about removing them.
I mean, dying. That's an option. I mean, apparently we're just going to die anyway.
Everyone dies. It's a question of when and how.
I don't know how
You-
I feel. Good.
You are not compelled to stay here by any power that I command. I can only ask you. You are free, of course, to say no.
So what's considered success if we get the archive fully copied?
Once the archive is successfully stowed
Yeah.
inside its pocket dimension, then yes, you will be free. You are currently free to go, but that would be the success state for this project.
Will we have any access to the archive after it's stowed?
No, it was felt that it was important that the archive not only be inaccessible, but beyond our ability to retrieve.
Huh. Why?
Because then the Emperor would be able to retrieve it.
Oh, are we just hoping to outweight the Emperor? You're gonna stow this away until, I guess, assumedly, or presumably until he runs out of power, and then hoping that whoever is next finds it.
That is one scenario, yes.
Okay.
I
I mean, things are pretty bad.
I'm in. I'll help you.
All I know is that I'm here to leave things a better place than I found them. I've always worked that way. And if I can help future generations, that seems to be the best course of action.
Ever since I came into these powers, all I've done is follow what they've told me, and help the people I could, and now it's drawn not only me here, but all of us.
3 new best friends. I mean, the only time I ever feel right is when I'm following whatever this is. And this is telling me that I need to keep doing this. So
Yeah.
I'm in.
Even without the feeling, I would not want the Emperor to have access to more information to gain more power. So I'm in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything in the archive that can help us help it?
There's a pause. I believe you're doing that right now.
Can you actually just show us anything
Anything that was
in the past?
copied and filed into the archive. I have access to 300 years of history. For 300 years of first, what is it called? Academic circles.
Primary sources?
300 years of epistemic primary sources and several thousand years of secondary sources.
Okay. This is a lot to take in.
Yes.
Considering how much has already been forgotten, I think losing anything more
Yeah.
would be.
And is this all this information? Is it a lot of it? Every medical and arcane advancement, I guess, would be in our previous empire's history.
Yes. The knowledge of arcana, engineering, mathematics, and the natural sciences may be trivial to any society capable of retrieving the archive.
Mm-hmm.
But our culture might not be.
Okay.
Song, dance, architecture.
The character of a people.
Mm-hmm.
Is Holloway still with us?
Yep.
Director, could we come visit the library any time?
Absolutely. I can give you access to that.
Yes, please.
It's
What do you need?
Fred,
What do you need us to do?
I suppose you should coordinate with Colonel Pace. Her command is exceptionally depleted, but they're still capable soldiers.
Okay.
I would ask you to be careful with the archive. It's very fragile in one respect, but incredibly durable in another.
Define.
How is it fragile?
Yeah.
You can just start deleting things if you like.
Oh,
But if you were to do that, it would take you several years of constant work in order to make any kind of appreciable dent in it.
I'm not planning on deleting anything.
Yeah.
All the more reason to seal it away.
So it's in a very vulnerable state at the moment. Can anyone just access it and start deleting things?
Yes. It's
But they'd have to get in here first.
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah.
Once it's sealed away and the mountain is brought down on it, then yeah.
I'm interested to see how they plan on bringing the mountain down, but
Well, not the entire mountain, but
sections of it.
instituting a collapse.
We get to be outside when that happens, right?
I plan to be.
Ideally.
Good.
Yeah. I don't really want to stay here forever.
Well, you wouldn't be you wouldn't be here for long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much food can I pack?
Someone's familiar appears, and it says, "Director, you're needed on level 3." And he's like, "Oh, I have to go. I don't know.
Neat.
Can I leave you here? I suppose."
Yeah, we'll
Well,
go.
we're gonna go
I guess
find-
We'll go find
Colonel Pace.
Colonel
Pace.
Pace.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember her rank.
Yeah.
Yeah, she should be above in the barracks, or maybe her office is on sub-level 3.
Okay. All right.
Here, we'll get in the elevator.
All right.
All right, so this has been Dice Friends. See you in a week.
2 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, let's go talk to Colonel Pace, I guess.
Okay, yeah, you go up in the elevator, and you get the impression that the director isn't really that familiar with operational security, because he just let you, like,
Just
Yeah.
walk around wherever we wanted.
yeah.
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 So, give me an investigate roll.
That's good.
20.
14.
15.
Okay, you know the way that these
good.
places are laid out, for some reason. But yeah, you're able to be like, sub-level 3, this way, and then left,
One
probably.
bureaucracy is as good as another. It seems like the Guild Tavern back home.
All right, you find a...
I also worked in literal bureaucracy, so
Sorry, what did you roll?
15.
15? Yeah, that's good. You just need like a 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you're able to find Colonel Pace. She is seated behind a kind of like whatever the equivalent of a modern mid-century desk would be. You know, the stamped steel, kind of like clattery ones that kind of look cool until you have to actually use them, and they make so much noise.
Right.
It's infuriating. So,
Yeah.
she looks up from her work and is like, "Yes, hello? Where... Do you have an escort?"
Hello, Colonel Pace. We're here to assist you in any way with the defense of the archive.
We've just been speaking with the archive itself, and it seems that it thinks it's going to be under attack and that we can help in some way.
She looks at you and blinks
Yeah.
for several long seconds, and she's like, "Oh, well, how generous. Okay then. Well, welcome. Hi, my name is... I'm Abigail. Who are you again?
I'm Rose.
Okay. Hello, Rose.
Worth, at your service.
Worth.
Belloc,
Belloc.
Martin.
Martin.
former infantry in the 13th Legion. I don't know if that helps, but I bring a little bit of experience to the table. Isn't this the 13th Legion?
7th Regiment, 4th Company.
Yeah.
Yes.
What were you in? I don't know.
You, you're an auxiliary,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah, it was just a little grunt.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
What happened?
You ever been doing something and then all of a sudden you got so uncomfortable and then you realized that things were changing too fast and you had something better to do?
No.
My first marriage.
Yeah, that's how it kind of felt, actually. That's a good point. I mean, I've never been married, but I can imagine what it feels like. It was kind of like that.
Sorry to do that, Adam.
That's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, no,
that was the in-character response.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
She looks at you and...
Not every NPC has to be good at improv. So
Yeah,
It's fine.
yeah, exactly. No. No, Oprah. That's not... She looks at you for a moment, and she's like, "Welcome back to the army." I guess.
Yeah,
I
I
guess.
guess. I mean, I'm not too sold on the idea.
is how much The librarian was not specific, shall we say.
Mm-hmm.
How much active threat is the archive under? What actually can we do?
The archive's best defense is remaining completely hidden. We have 80 soldiers left of the initial command of 500. Most deserted.
Okay. Deserted why? Just random reasons? Isn't that like any one thing?
Well, we stopped being paid about 2.5 years ago.
That'll do it. Yep. Okay.
So most of the people left are true believers in one sense or another. Active threats I don't know about. We haven't been able to run proper patrols in a long time. Look how close you got. But I can tell you that we're spooked. Morale is low. And with the end coming upon us soon, there's a lot of questions that I can't answer anymore.
Like, what are any of these men supposed to do once the archive is sealed?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Because it seems like the librarian doesn't particularly have any interest in the survival of the Republic.
Let alone the prosperity of the workers.
Well, it's not supposed to.
I know. I understand. I'm just saying, for all of for you, for us, for all the these 80 men. What do any of us do once we succeed, right? Once the archive is protected, there's still an emperor out there.
Ideally,
Live in
there's still a
misery,
lot
I
of
guess.
life to live.
Yeah.
Ideally.
I hope so.
Well, the hunting isn't appalling around here. There is a functioning town outside, but what'll be left of it after the mountain comes down is anyone's guess.
Also, that might attract a little bit of attention.
In short, I don't know. To be perfectly honest, the last 3 years have been I've spent a lot of the last 3 years planning one day at a time. Keeping these troops fed, healthy, and equipped has not been easy. And so, if you're asking about the future, that's not a question I can answer.
No, I think we were thinking about the future, but I think we're actually asking about right now, which is, what can we do?
Well, you've been out in the world, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about leading a patrol?
I mean, sure, I guess.
Yeah, as long as you won't think it'll lead people here.
Yeah. To what purpose?
We need to know what's out there.
All right.
Okay.
I'm in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
sure.
can. We'll happily go back out there.
Okay. At the end of your conversation, you turn around and there's a soldier standing outside the door. And he, waits his turn and pokes his head inside and says, Colonel, Williams says it's back again.
Shady's back. Back again.
That's such a...
It's back again?
Excuse me. I couldn't help but overhear. What is it?
Colonel Pace is well, one of my troops is convinced that they're... You know what? Let's just go. Let's go. Let's
Okay.
just go and have a look.
Boy. All right.
Lead on.
Yeah.
I'm here for whatever it is.
So she leads you through the facility and out the gates into the outside world again, and up into a concealed watchtower. And in it is a lookout with a spyglass. And he turns and says, "This is Colonel, it's back again." And he hands her the spyglass, and she looks through it. And she's like, takes it and hands it over her shoulder. And says, "It's just a bird, Williams. It's the same bird." And Williams says, "It's just a bird." And Williams says, "It's the same bird." Do you look through it?
Yeah.
He gestures off. Roll me perception.
Yep. 12 and 7 is 19.
19. Yeah, you're able to locate a big raven.
Like bigger than normal?
Um,
I guess I can't see it, so.
yeah.
I guess if,
Do you have a survival skill?
Yes, I do actually.
Roll it.
20. Not on the roll, but on the total score.
It's a 20 total. Okay. You think you get what he's talking about. It is a... If you looked up in the archive, raven, parentheses, noun, there would be a picture next to it. And this bird that you're looking at is that picture.
It's just it's the
archetypal.
it's the platonic ideal of a raven.
Yeah.
This bird doesn't seem quite right. It's a little too perfect, if that makes any sense.
It's also looking back at you.
I once saw a picture of a raven, and the raven was calling, and the raven was the same raven, and then the raven looked at me.
When was this raven last seen?
Yesterday.
is it the same time?
Well, yeah. So, he's holding a crossbow, and he says, "Colonel, may I have permission to open fire?" Or not open fire, they would be, it's knock, draw, loose.
So to loose. I
Yes.
guess? Yeah.
Just like,
I mean, it is just a bird.
I'd like to cast Detect Magic.
okay. You cast Detect Magic.
How far away is this raven?
Can I use the spyglass to scope out the raven?
Sure, why not? What's the range on Detect Magic?
I think it's 30 feet, but
This is further away than that. You would need to get closer.
I mean, we can go try.
yeah.
I mean, what are we gonna do? Catch it? Like it's not like.
Colonel, could we get closer to the bird?
Yeah, I mean, why? It's just a bird, Williams.
I'd just like to do a thorough investigation.
All right, all right, all right.
Can we
Okay.
just take the patrol with us? Like we could kill two birds with one stone, I guess.
Or one bird with a crossbow.
yeah.
All right, yes, fine. Okay, that seems fine, yes. Williams, go get Sergeant Peabody. Tell him to scare up a detail. And Williams trots off.
If you can, bring us some of your better shots.
Williams looks at the colonel, and she's like, I guess.
Is it that comic?
Yeah.
Like, I guess. yeah.
Okay, so
Does she seem just like annoyed, or is she just like, I don't understand?
she seems, actually, give me an insight roll.
Okay. Oh God, that's not gonna be good. Oh wait, that's not bad. Okay.
I mean, that's not good.
Yeah, just roll good.
That would be
Right?
a 4.
A 4?
Yeah.
She's definitely annoyed for some reason.
Okay.
That you don't, like, she's mad, and you're just like, you know, as a soldier, when
like
the
the stress of
officers are
command.
mad, you're
Yeah.
just like, well, you know.
They know better than I do.
Yeah, and also, like, shit rolls downhill, so just stay out of the way.
Okay.
Given
Right.
that I actually asked, can I roll on that as well?
Yeah.
8 and 7 is 15.
15. A colonel is the commander of a regiment of troops. You are not in the army.
Yeah. And we've just shown up and been like, well, what's up?
Yeah.
The
Hey, we get a weird feeling in our tum-tums. Can we help out? And
that living
she's like-
the living spell in the basement told us to help you.
Yeah.
Just, hey, you've been out here for years, and all of a sudden, one of your watch guys is like, "Oh, creepy bird."
And we're like, wait, let's look into
Yeah. I guess,
Look at
yeah.
this creepy
let's hear
bird.
this bird out.
Yeah. Let's validate your soldier's paranoia.
Yeah.
Make things worse. Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess that's a good point. All right.
And yeah, so okay, there's a quick muster of what would be the smallest section of soldiers? Say 5 soldiers?
Squad.
Yeah, a squad. Squad goals. They aren't carrying the usual arquebus. They've got they actually have longbows.
Okay.
Better to stay quiet.
Longbows and sidearms, rapiers. And they're just wearing their akaton, or their padded armor. They don't have the breastplate and helmet. And an older, like, these are all like fairly. No, wait. These soldiers have either seen too many winters, or too many summers, too few winters, or a mixture of both.
Right.
They're either like, they were kind of like maybe second line, maybe third line reservists of some kind. They're young or old or not. There's a reason these people were sent up into the mountains.
Right.
Oh, okay. But I mean, it's like it's all they have left, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they do seem well equipped and capable.
Okay.
Sergeant Peabody is like, Colonel, we're ready to go. And she's like, well, who is in charge among you? Is it a flat hierarchy? Do you vote?
We kind of just met and have very little idea of
Yeah.
what we actually are. So
It's a commune.
sure.
Yeah.
Well, you heard the commune, Sergeant.
Yeah.
Hop to it.
So
Yes, sir.
when we start leaving, I'm assuming that we're gonna know the same marching songs.
Yeah,
I
actually.
mean, you know, I'm gonna try to get these guys all fired up.
Well, I mean, like, you're just going kind of like 100 feet out into the town, right?
Damn it!
You're gonna
Still
really
want-
speedy.
I really
Yeah.
want to try.
We're looking for this. We're trying to suss out this burb.
Yeah, we're looking for. Actually, I'm gonna ask. Do the people that are with us know anything about this bird? Have they heard the same kind of like?
Williams has said he's killed it 7 days in a row and it keeps coming back.
Holy shit! That could have been important information.
That's not normal.
Yeah. Okay.
There's more than one bird in a forest, Williams.
What have you done with the other dead birds, Williams?
Williams isn't here.
Oh, goodbye.
But these soldiers saying, "Hey, we know Williams has killed this thing."
Williams is claimed to have killed it.
Okay.
And since he's on guard, he probably didn't go out to retrieve the body or anything.
Williams isn't that good of a shot, even.
It's probably just flying away every day.
Yeah.
So is the bird still there when we finally meander
Give
out?
me. What are you just like marching out?
I would assume
Yeah,
so.
no, if we're hunting a
traveling-
bird, we're probably stealthing a bit.
Okay, well,
We're trying to be.
give me stealth rolls.
Oh God.
Ooh,
Sorry.
7.
Natural 20. So 25.
A 9.
11.
I mean, a stealth is only as good as its
As the
It's
weakest-
worst
yeah,
person.
its loudest footfall.
Yeah.
That would be
So, Martin,
Yeah.
you gracefully move
just
through the
disappear.
ruins of the city.
Yeah.
Rose, you do not. A 9 isn't like any kind of egregious failure,
Oh,
but it's
mine
just
was a 7.
a 7. You say, okay.
Yeah.
A failure's a failure, so we can just give it some character. You absent-mindedly strike up a conversation with someone.
Yeah.
I feel that's in character for how you're playing your character. And then Sergeant Peabody just turns around, and the soldier you were talking to is just like,
Like the soldier goes along with it for a second. He like Rose is like, so where are you from? And they're like,
a little town up there. Yeah.
Sorry, Sergeant.
I don't know why I'm sneaking up on this thing. I don't have any ranged weapon.
I don't even know how we're going to catch the bird.
I have no intention of doing that.
Shoot
I
it.
just want to put eyes on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just going to follow along with the group. I'm not much quieter than anyone else. So.
The bird is not there when you get to where it was supposed to be, or where it was sighted. What do you do now?
Are there any signs of like dead birds on the ground?
No.
We're out this far. We might as well continue on with the patrol.
Yeah, might as well. Maybe we'll see the bird, I guess.
Williams might just suck.
Yeah. He might just suck.
Actually, give me an investigate roll.
Yeah.
All of us?
Yeah.
There was something about that bird, though.
I'm really stealthy,
15.
but I'm not very.
I'm not. This
19.
is not going to go well. Oh, Ian's got a 15.
Well, good. Mine. I rolled a 6.
You're able to find a couple of broken arrows out here.
No blood, no nothing?
Not really, no.
Not really?
No. No,
Okay.
definitively no.
Define not really.
I mean, this is the problem with, like, there's a mysterious happening going on in the game,
Yeah.
because it's always something. Right?
Yeah.
It's like always in Harry Potter.
Yeah.
It's never nothing.
Like broken as in snapped in half or just stuck in trees or
They're
stuck in
stuck
the
in
ground?
trees and snapping.
Okay.
you know.
And are they all in one location or is it just kind of spread out? Are we just seeing random arrows like as we walk around?
It looks like it. Yeah, sure. They all kind of fall in the same area.
Okay.
Once you notice one, you start finding others.
Okay.
Like, as a player, I'm suspicious, but as a character, it's like, man, it just looks like Williams really sucks at
Yeah.
shooting ravens.
It does.
It keeps coming back to taunt him.
Yeah.
Ravens are smart.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like having spent some time in the wild, you also get the impulse to shoot these things.
Do we have any feeling about this? Like, are we? Can I scan my my
Yeah,
evil
absolutely.
ray, my evil detector? Like do a
Yeah,
360?
sure. You can open yourself to that.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
You get a knot in your stomach.
Okay.
That away.
I point that out. I'm like, use your
Right.
thing, the thingy that's inside you all along.
What?
You know what I'm
do you
saying?
mean, what?
The thing that led us together. Take that, point it. I can't describe it any better way. I don't know how to describe. I don't know what it is.
No, fair enough.
Give it one of those. You feel
right.
that?
Sergeant, would it be too much of a problem if we take the patrol in this direction?
Wait a second. Is it just towards the city?
No.
Okay.
It's deeper into the forest.
Okay. Wanted to make sure it wasn't just leading us to Ontauk or like.
Ontauk is kind of like,
It's like a week away.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is like Ontauk is kind of, there's a background thing,
Yeah.
but you're almost used to it now.
Okay. Well then, I guess we'll head. I guess do we want to drag these people with us?
Yeah, you totally can if
Well,
you want.
I'm asking. Do we want to drag
While Cam's replacing his batteries, ravens freak me out.
you or your character?
No, like me actually. Like I love ravens, but you know how they sound? They have that really distinctive caw.
Yeah.
We went to a raptor sanctuary just up island. They have like hawks and owls and things. It was amazing. But they have a raven there, and it makes a noise like a person. Like it goes ah. You know, like the screaming goats.
Yeah.
It screams like a human because it's trying to get your attention because it's
They're
habituated to
very
people.
intelligent.
And I'm like, that's freaky. It's real.
Have you not heard them speak? Like
Oh,
actual
yeah.
words?
Yeah, no, ravens are
Great.
too smart. I love them. I love them, but they're very very
They're
smart.
like
They're
big
unnerving
dogs.
birds, right?
Yeah.
It's like that scene in Willow when the witch
Oh,
is
yeah.
shaped like the raven.
Yeah.
Anyway, now that we can hear Cam again. Sorry, you were saying.
Yes. Heather,
All good?
am I good? Okay. Okay, so you want to take the patrol out and find the source of what you're looking for?
I don't know. Do we want to take
Yeah,
this
no,
patrol
I want
with
to go
us?
this way.
But we do
Okay.
want to take these poor saps with us. No offense.
Yes.
If we're here to defend things, I think having as many people as
Yeah.
possible would probably be a good idea.
All right.
All right. Sergeant Peabody leads the patrol. He tries to move. You recognize the hand signal for like quiet movement.
Yeah.
They're maybe a little rusty.
Okay. I mean, I'm wearing full plate. Like I'm not I'm not exactly quiet.
Yeah, no, fair. How are the rest of you going? Do you want to make stealth rolls?
Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
I'll try.
I'll sort of like try to not move with the group.
Okay,
I'll, like,
yeah, if you want to
the side.
separate off. And,
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
7? 25 getting to the bird.
You step on a twig.
Yeah, I want to just stay with the cluster
Yeah, I'm just gonna
and
stay with the
keep
cluster.
an
I'm not
eye
even
out
gonna try to-
specifically
I'm not
for
gonna risk
birds.
botching it.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
only like 6 or 7 feet away,
Right.
like in the trees. But yeah.
Okay, give me a perception roll then.
Thank you.
All of us, or
Yeah, all of you. If you're keeping a lookout and being aware, then yes, you can get a perception roll.
10.
8.
18.
5.
Rolled a 1 on that.
Flat, 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 flat.
I just see it go off.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, there it is. I'll point it out.
All right. Sergeant Peabody knocks, draws. Anyone else?
I don't know. I can't do anything.
I can't.
I have
Only
nothing
one
to
of
do.
us has a gun.
Do they have? Can the other folks with bows do something?
Yeah, we'll say that everyone kind of like, he's like, all right. And he barks, knock, draw, loose.
Yeah. It's impressive by how badly they miss.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man. This is like,
Either there's a
This
burst
is
of
not-
feathers or
this
just
is not like, this is not quite 101 because hitting a moving target's hard. This is 102.
Yeah.
Right? So, and burst of feathers.
Oh, good.
Ah, yeah.
Good, good, good.
Can I borrow? It's a die 8 for a longbow, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Here.
Let's say it is.
Yeah, it is.
Good.
I mean, that's the way it was.
Yeah, it is.
It is now.
Yeah, and it it looks for a moment very odd to you. Give me perception rolls.
I was expecting that it hits and it explodes into 10,000 crows.
You way
die.
sweeter. 5.
Wait, a perception roll?
Yeah, give me a perception roll.
13.
13,
Wow, I'm bad at this.
10.
10. Who got 10 or more? It looked to you
I got
like
2.
it hit and almost was like the arrow. It looked like it was turned inside out and fell as a different shape than the one it was.
That's not
I-
normal.
Move as fast as I can over to where it fell.
Okay. Where it fell is a creature unlike any that you're really familiar with. It's a small, winged, scaly, humanoid creature.
Is it alive still?
It is quite dead.
Okay.
It has like spines and horns and a tail with a stinger, like a scorpion tail.
What the?
Hooved feet.
What?
What the
Is there like an arcana or history?
Yeah.
Roll Arcana.
I mean, I'm gonna, but I'm not good at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. 5.
Similar.
Dang. 10.
11, or sorry, 12.
I mean, I'll try, but
This is a 5.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I rolled a 5.
I got a 12.
Okay. That certainly looks like a the things that that's certainly some kind of devil,
Huh.
which aren't really supposed to be real.
Yeah.
You know who
You
wouldn't...
said a shape dropped off, and then did something
No,
keep
like
going?
the like the
But
bird
it
got
just
hit and then went like and
Oh,
fell.
okay.
Yeah.
It like turned back into it was
Okay.
some sort of illusion or shapeshift or
yeah,
something.
deviltry, devilry.
If only we had some sort of repository of all knowledge known up
Yeah.
to this point.
Can we take this?
I think
Yeah.
we really need to go show
It's
this
like
to the
it's
library.
like Raven sized, right?
Yeah, it's tiny.
Right.
Does anyone have
So
a,
like this big.
Does anyone have a spare cloak we can wrap this
Yeah,
up in so
I
the
do.
pointy
I'm
bits
just gonna-
don't?
Yeah. One of the soldiers looks at it and is like, "Oh no."
Do you-
Like, does that? Oh no, I recognize this.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's a demon. It's a demon.
Okay.
Do we still get that gut clench in a direction, or
No. Like when they killed it, it
cleared it out?
released.
Okay.
Release. No, it was like the tension was
the knot in your stomach unties.
yeah.
All right. Yeah. I want to go back to the base now.
Is
I've
it,
got to go
Yeah.
back, Marty.
Yeah, it's very particular. Not killing this thing wasn't a pleasurable experience, but it definitely
Yeah.
lifted a weight.
Yeah. I want to talk to Corporal Pace as quickly as possible.
Yeah. Peabody's like, nobody touch nothing. Like, get it?
I've got it.
Yeah. Nobody say a word. Not one of you. Not one of you breathes a word to anyone else about this.
Is he saying that to us or his men?
To the soldiers.
Yeah.
yeah, the soldiers
Don't
not
tell me how
talk
to
to
live.
other soldiers.
Talk about whatever I want.
Yeah. The soldiers are like they're not going to tell.
yeah.
Whatever.
In
that's
fact-
that's not our department.
The rest of you maybe might want to continue on with the patrol. See if there's anything else out here that needs...
I don't want to send them
Arrowing.
off by themselves.
No, I don't like that either.
All right. So you're going to have them return to
Yeah, let's all
the
go
colonel.
back,
Okay.
yeah.
You return to the Horizon Project
Yeah.
and present your findings to Colonel Pace.
We got William's bird.
Close the door.
Close the door. Unwrap.
It's not a bird.
She goes up to the door, opens the door, and says, "Clemens, get the director up here, please."
That's really good. Of course, it's not a fucking bird.
Not a bird, you say? Okay.
So we can tell Holloway one of the men shot the bird, and this is what fell out of the sky.
Is this a joke?
Nope.
No.
Man.
We are
She picks
Quite
it up by the
serious.
tail.
like one of her men's arrows is probably still in it.
Yeah, there's 2 arrows in it, actually.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Good for them.
Yeah.
We got a dark impression from this creature while it was still alive.
And as you may be able to tell, I'm not a funny man.
Dark impression while it was still alive. Interesting. I'm getting one after it's dead still. Are you getting the dark impression after it's dead, too?
Not...
Not the same.
Not the same kind
No.
of impression. No.
More foreboding than
Sorry.
imminent danger.
You really snuck up on me there.
Yeah, that was a good one, actually.
I demand to be taken seriously.
Have a point of inspiration. Okay. Okay. We take this to the archivist and see what it makes of it.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm curious.
So back in the elevator.
Yeah.
It's just a feeling, but can we wrap that thing back up again?
Oh yeah. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to go
Just
parading
dragging
through
through
the
the
thing
Hold it by
like,
its tail. Like,
like a
talk to people.
Just pretending like I
like a
put it.
turkey. Yeah.
Boy, I just flew in and my arm's tired.
Howdy.
What is that from?
Toy Story.
Right,
The
right,
shark
right.
puts on. It's like,
Yeah.
look at me, everybody. I'm Woody.
Woody.
Howdy, howdy, howdy. So yeah, back
Yeah,
down to
okay.
the archivist, and it's like, do you have any reference material on this?
And the
It-
reveal.
Director Holloway takes it from you and presents it to the thing, or to the archivist, and she's silent for a little while, and then a voice comes out. It says, "There are three references in the archive."
Wow, that's not very many. There's 1,500 references to us, and we're one in millions.
3 reputable references.
Well, that's not bad, actually. Then okay.
I mean, there are several thousand in fiction.
Right. That's
She's like,
worrying.
issues 1 through 482 of Spawn.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
she's like,
It's like that kind of thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
The last is last predates epistemic record keeping,
Wow.
but this matches the description of a lesser devil.
Okay. So where there's lesser devils.
So what
It was believed that this creature is a form of scout or familiar.
Yeah, that's what I was. So this has been assuming the form of a raven and observing this installation for at least 7 days. We can confirm with Williams if he's seen it prior to that, presumably a couple days prior, before he started getting twigged by it. So that's bad.
Well, Colonel Pace says, you wanted a threat. Looks like you've got it.
We didn't want a threat. Yeah. I didn't want a threat at all.
I was hoping this would be the end of the threat.
Yeah. Yes, one lesser devil. Well, it's time to go home, everybody.
Well,
like-
thanks for joining us on another episode of Dice Friends.
Or like one less devil.
Man, I like you, Worth.
I thought you weren't funny.
I try.
Do we? Yeah. So we've got to figure out where this came from, for one,
Yeah.
and
We're for sure. For sure. I mean, you know that it was a scout. Is that the term it used? The librarian? Yeah.
by now, whatever it's scouting for knows that.
At the very least, they know that it's not coming back.
Yeah.
Well, but if it's been watching for over a week, they know that something's going on here. And yeah, by now they probably know that we know about them because we've killed their scout.
Oh no. Which leads me to think of things that are a week out.
Colonel Pace says to Director Holloway, can you accelerate the work in any way? And he says, I'll see what I can do.
You may also want to update the entries on these particular lesser demons. Add one more reliable source.
Oh yeah.
The archivist says, the archive is not in a right state.
Does the archive contain information about the detection or defense from these lesser devils?
In every instance, they have died to physical damage, although they do seem resilient to it. Their attacks are uncoordinated but violent.
Aside-
There is not enough information in the archives to draw absolute conclusions about behavior.
Colonel Pace is in this room with us right
Yeah.
now, correct? I would suggest looking into the defenses.
Yes, yes, yes.
I mean, I'll help out any way I
Should
can.
we-
I'm not as experienced as maybe some other people, but
I think we should try to find out where this came from.
you want
I
to do
agree.
that first? What if do we get any feeling if we start focusing the
it's
Is it a vague sense of unfeeling? Just no matter
yeah.
what?
There's a vague sense of unease.
Unease, the unfeeling.
Yeah.
Unease, yeah, that's the word. I
You
was
don't know
looking
if
for.
that's just like from people being like suddenly tense and scared, or
you
if
had
this
too
is
much ham
something.
before dinner.
Yeah, or if this is just
Before
like your
bed.
sense building up in the back of your mind.
I had too much ham before dinner. I'm too full for dinner.
My
Okay.
immediate thought is that one of us should be awake at all times here at the compound, but we could
Why
send
don't we
out
go
a
back
scout.
out? Why don't all four of us go back out and see if we can find anything out in the forest?
Sure.
At the very least, we know which direction this thing was going.
Yeah.
Maybe we just keep going that way for a while.
I mean, we seem to have like some kind of internal detector of some kind, right? Mm-hmm. So we can use it, and if we feel like we're getting too close, we can always bail
Yeah.
to whatever it is, if anything's even out there. We don't know.
I mean,
What if this is just a random
this
occurrence?
lesser devil can't have been scouting for its health.
Yeah, that's true.
If it was, it didn't work out.
Yeah.
The most commonly associated name for this organism is an imp. The archivist adds helpfully.
Well, sweet.
Thank you.
Easier to say.
Well, should we go then? We should go now because
I
don't have a
agree.
watch on. I guess my character doesn't have a
Colonel
watch on.
Pace agrees.
Yeah. Okay. All right, let's head out.
All right. So you head out. You follow the direction that the imp was flying in.
Yep.
Do you bring any soldiers with you?
No.
No,
No?
I wouldn't feel right putting them at risk like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think at this point
Right?
it's best that we leave as many people behind to defend the mountain as possible.
And they're obviously not. I don't want to say as experienced as we are. But we do have I mean, it's from a character like a
yeah,
mechanic standpoint.
You
we
are,
have-
from what you have seen, you are more capable than they are.
yeah, that's what I mean. Kind of don't want them getting in the way, to be honest. Yeah.
That's fair. Okay, so you follow you interpret where the imp was going. Give me a survival roll. Survival rolls, if you have survival, if you want to lead
Oh,
this.
20 on the die. So that's
Nice.
27 total.
Oh,
This is if you have it as a skill.
yeah.
yeah. Or you can make the roll untrained.
Oh, I don't think I have this skill.
I got an untrained 8.
Untrained 13.
Okay, Worth leads you. And yeah, you know exactly where it was going, because you know it doesn't have to follow terrain, but the direction it's going, you think you know where it was headed to, and it was headed to a like a concealed mountain valley, not far. So if you followed it directly, that would have been inconvenient, but you can skirt around, and thus save yourself a little bit of time. Skirt.
As the imp
I was
flies.
hoping you'd be like, Ian knew exactly where it was going because zip, he is an imp, and then he flies away. That's why he was so weird.
Hello.
Okay, so you're able to move actually quite quickly. How do you want to go quietly or do you want to go quickly?
I would prefer.
I'd like to check
guess-
with you guys, but
yeah.
honestly, I think the time is of the essence at this point.
I mean,
Agreed.
I'm gonna. What's the word I'm looking for?
Speak, emote.
No,
Defer?
defer to Ian's expertise. There we go.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either the reasoning-wise, either the whatever it was reporting back to knows that we're coming,
Yeah.
or it's going to be expecting an imp to come back and not us.
All right. So you head off quickly, and you go through the woods for a couple of hours and arrive at. Well, give me perception rolls.
11.
25.
22.
Nope.
25.
You can't.
So
You can't crit a skill check, but I rolled a 20.
you are both the first ones to hear what sounds like a marching cadence. Only it's dissonant and asynchronous.
I don't like it.
Do they point it out? Or?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Shh. Do you hear that? That doesn't sound like you guys.
I don't hear
Something's
anything.
marching.
When they pointed out,
Oh, there it is.
yeah. Okay, so yeah, what you hear is what sounds like it'd be like hearing a familiar melody, but played on like detuned instruments that are all playing kind of like out of sync with one another.
More a cacophony than
Yeah.
Can we send our Eye of Sauron beam out to scan that?
Yeah, sure.
It's like the opposite.
You turn into a tower.
My favorite thing about the Eye of Sauron, I never really noticed this before, but it's a ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, seen at an angle. Okay, you don't get anything specific, but there is definitely a growing feeling of dread.
Oh boy. And it's heading towards us?
Yeah. It's,
boy.
It's getting closer.
We should go.
Or
Yeah.
hide.
Okay. Like, just to watch or interact with?
Maybe both. Who
Can I
knows?
listen closer just to get a general idea of how many it is? Like, by general, I mean, like,
yeah. Give me a perception roll.
15 plus 7 is 22.
22. Yeah, it sounds like many people.
Hey, Cam.
Definitely more than. It's like, you can kind of get a sense for like a conversation between a couple of people, and then like a conversation in a room full of people, and then a conversation of a crowd. This is the crowd scale noise.
This is a large group of whatever it is that's coming.
Well,
Yeah.
then my ambush plan maybe is a bad idea.
I think we may want
I was
to
just going to
actually-
ask, would my soldiering life help me find an ambush point? But no.
we may want to go back as quickly as possible.
Do we want to get eyes on this, though? Is there like a high vantage point, like that's out of the way?
Yeah, you're in a
Nearby?
mountain. You're in
Yeah.
a mountainous region. You could probably find some kind of vantage point.
Like they're heading towards us, implying that they're heading towards the Horizon Project.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
We should probably go.
Yeah. Someone needs to warn them.
Okay. So you're just going to head straight back?
Yeah.
I think,
Okay.
I think
I don't
we
think we're
have
gonna
to
mess
at this
around.
point.
We'll take the most efficient route back.
Okay.
And fast.
Yeah. Okay. You hoof it.
Yeah.
Give me another survival roll, just for the sake of saying how fast you
Untrained,
get
I
to
don't know if I
go.
want to do it.
24.
24,
16.
9. Okay. Yeah. Ian or
69.
Worth, you're able to quickly lead the rest of the group
Follow
through
me.
the woods.
Those 8 levels of common are really paying off.
Yeah, dude. It's a real salt of the earth fella.
Yeah.
His freaking perception is just like,
Yeah,
I'm so jealous.
my perception itself is a +7.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, considering your die
Wow.
4 hit points and your complete lack of proficiencies in other
In
things,
anything.
I thought it would be an interesting character to
It's
have.
very interesting, actually.
So yeah, okay, yeah. You head back to the Horizon Project, and you arrive at town. Move through town.
Yeah.
You arrive at the gates, and they're not very sturdy looking. You realize
Yeah, we're now acutely aware.
Yeah. How?
this is not a fortification. This is to keep out kids who are looking for places to drink.
Okay. How quickly? So can we talk to Colonel Pace?
Yes.
Okay. Explain. There is a large number. How quickly do you think we can get people with bows in the town to like?
Quickly.
Let's-
quickly.
Let's do that
is
so
this
we can ambush them as they come
There
through.
is a large group on the way.
okay?
I think we're vastly outnumbered and we need to use choke points or create choke points rather than just putting people on top of roofs in a village.
Well, I was thinking, like in the windows and stuff, and then when they get to the town, then we can surprise.
I don't think we're, I don't know. We only have like 80 people, right?
Yep.
80 soldiers?
Yeah. Well, we don't know how many they are.
I guess yeah. But I think it's more than 80.
All right.
We can hear your fidgeting.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Okay. So, what would you like to do? You want to have soldiers ambushing people in the town?
Yeah, but I'm not.
Colonel Pace.
Colonel
to
Pace
make
is-
to make
Yeah.
a long story short, to give you the TLDR, Colonel Pace will go along with and enact whatever plan you deem best, because it will actually be kind of her idea in the role-playing world.
Right. Right.
No.
But you get to direct this, and then she will direct them.
Like, is there only one entrance to this place?
It's a town in the middle of a forest.
But I mean, like, into the archive.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
the mine head is...
That's what I mean.
We
Yeah,
cannot
If we just...
But we could do
let
both, right?
anything
Yeah.
into the archive.
Yeah, like that's a choke point, but we could also get them from the side and behind once they've gone, once they're in the town.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd like to spend a moment speaking with Avery Holloway as well.
Okay. So Colonel Pace's major contribution to this is she suggests that you also bring out like barrels of flammable material, and if they know where you are, then the game is up. And
Are we allowed to know how much time we think we have?
couple of hours,
Oh, a
maybe.
couple
Like
of
you're
hours,
moving
yeah.
you move pretty swiftly through the forest. Any large group of people, if they're moving in a coordinated manner, are going to take a lot longer than that. And it's getting close to the close of day, so maybe you might have morning. But then again, the behavior of people that you've encountered in the last couple of years has been wildly unpredictable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you like to speak with Director Holloway about?
I'd like to ask how much time is left in the project. And how much time is left in the project? How many supplies you have here in the town? And if it's possible to get those supplies inside the mountain and prepare to bring it down early.
Yeah, we can do that. Amount of supplies, we have enough left for a couple of years, maybe. If you like hardtack and weevils and army tea, then yeah, we got lots of that. But once this comes down, there's no getting out of it.
We may be into a situation here where there might not be getting out of it, even if the mountain stays up.
Okay. Kind of wish I had studied more evocation magic.
There may be more time for that than you think.
Not in a useful time frame, though.
No.
Oh, right. There was someone with a familiar here nearby.
We have a couple of, yeah, the archival team are all wizards.
Could we use those as scouts, perhaps?
Yeah, certainly.
Ooh, neat.
He brings up one of his assistants, and she looks like, oh yeah, of course. And yeah, her familiar flies off. It's like,
So you could have accurate numbers and composition of the oncoming crowd?
yeah, it'll be like an hour or so. Any other preparations? Director Holloway says, like, basically he tells you, look, most of the work that was left to do was compiling and securing the archive, making it more redundant and hardened against damage over time. It can go kind of when it has to go, but it might not last as long. Or it might not. It might be damaged in ways that make it difficult, that make its retrieval problematic. Or incomplete.
Yeah.
Well, we will do our best to make sure that you have all the time you need. All I'm saying is, if you need to send it away, be ready.
Yeah, we can do that. I haven't cast a magic missile in a long time.
There's no better time to start, am I right?
Might want to find an empty office. That wasn't a joke.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm gonna ask Martin to help me with. They said there was flammable barrels and stuff. Like,
Yeah, they've
is
got
oil?
like pitch for waterproof or creosote, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to help me spread these out somewhere
Oh yeah.
in places, I guess, that we can use them?
Okay. So, yeah, you're able to deploy flammable materials into the town.
Yeah.
And Colonel Pace suggests that you have teams of soldiers whose job it is to light them and lay ambushes and then retreat and fall back and
Yeah.
Yeah.
basically try to disrupt whatever this is. And when the when the assistant wizard's familiar comes back, you can tell when it's getting close because her eyes suddenly kind of like roll back a bit when the telepathy gets back within range, and she looks kind of faint, and she's like, "There's hundreds of them."
Oh, fart.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Hundreds or thousands? Hundreds of thousands?
Hundreds, I think. Thousands, no.
Okay.
Well, that's okay. Good. Good.
And
Good. Good.
What manner of creature is coming?
They look like they look like legionnaires. They look like soldiers.
Like humans?
Humans, yes, humans, orcs.
Oh.
Huh.
Okay.
And they're led by, I don't recognize what it is, but it's intimidating. It's
Okay.
frightening looking.
Would you be able to give a description to the archivist and maybe identify
It's-
it?
The description she gives is like an especially large armored figure, but it doesn't move like a person.
Huh.
Okay. Weird.
It's. Have you ever seen like a ballet dancer?
Yeah.
The way they walk, where it's just every move is actually like calculated. It's too smooth.
Okay.
All right, the soldiers hurriedly prepare their defenses. What is everyone doing?
I'm gonna be somewhere closer to the front, I guess.
Okay.
Like in the town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, head to town.
I kind of want to be there too.
Okay.
I think we should all be there, to be honest.
Yeah. I don't. Oh God, I'm not ranged.
I'm going to work with the soldiers who are near the entrance to the actual complex to see if we can shore up those walls at all.
People are piling things against like the palisade, but it's a feeble kind of attempt. Like there's just not enough material here
Okay.
available.
Can I? Do they have a? With all their deserters, do they have a spare bow? Can I have a
Yeah,
bow?
absolutely. You can have a longbow.
Sick.
You could have an arquebus.
Um,
Like you could have an army heavy repeater.
is that a dex weapon?
Yes.
Oh, well then sure, because I have a 16
It's-
dex.
It's like one of the big ones with a monopod.
Ooh. Yes. I need to know various stats for that, or is it the same as?
Attack bonus for me is +5.
Yeah, so it would be a proficiency plus dex, and then its damage roll is
1d12 plus
1d12.
two.
Sorry. Which one you-
1d12 plus dex.
Pencil.
Thank you. Sorry.
Oh yeah, your dex would be +3.
And then it has a cylinder. So you reload it after 4 shots, and reloading takes turns,
Cool.
right?
Well, I think after that time I might just cast
Hit
and
it.
decide. What was the? Sorry, the hit bonus was 5. Proficiency plus dex.
Yes, proficiency plus dex.
Cool, thanks.
And then 1 die 12 plus
Got
dex
that.
bonus.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, otherwise, if anyone wants weapons, you can have a halberd, a warhammer, a rapier, or a longbow or an arquebus.
I'm good.
I don't think I'd be much use for those, but
Yeah, the soldiers are carrying, the ones who are out in the ambush in the town are carrying arquebuses.
Yeah.
The ones who are guarding the wall have like arquebuses, but most of the foot soldiers are running around with halberds.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna.
The fighting training is blocks of shot and pike,
yeah.
basically. It's kind of Napoleon. No, by Napoleon they had muskets with bayonets. Right. This is more high Renaissance or late Renaissance.
I believe you. I'm gonna be in the second story of a building
Okay.
with my arquebus.
Arquebus.
Do you take one of the buildings that other soldiers have set up in, i.e. one that they have moved flammable and or explosive materials into?
Nah.
That's probably wise.
Yeah. Let's go in one of the other buildings, shall we?
Okay.
I want to hang next to one of our fighters, at least until stuff starts.
Okay.
I can always get a sense of where they are, right?
Yeah, you can pick each other out now
Okay.
that you know what to look for.
All right. I'm gonna stay like close to everybody, but ground floor somewhere.
Could be
Okay.
in the ground floor of my building.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
So you're in the compound and not in the town with us?
I think I'm actually just going to step outside the compound.
Okay.
Yeah, and just wait there, sort of as a.
Are you gonna be with us, Corey? Or
Yeah, I said I would be
Yeah.
near one of our fighters,
Yeah.
Okay.
but
He's like closer to the entrance. I'm with Graham near the front.
So-
I feel a need to be ready for a last stand.
Okay.
yeah, I'll be up front with Belloc.
Okay.
Okay.
We wait.
Hours pass.
Yeah.
The sun begins to set.
Dude, I got a deck of cards.
Yeah.
Hey, me
We
too.
can play. We can play some cards. Yeah.
Yeah, I think anyone who is, you have proficiency with games.
Oh yeah, I do. I know a lot of games.
Yeah,
That
soldiers.
just means I lose a bunch.
Yeah. The other
Yeah,
sol-
card shark the hell out of you.
yeah, one of the guards with you asks to be dealt in.
Okay,
Nice.
sure.
Roll it.
What's it under?
We'll call this a whiz-based game.
Okay. Eight.
Top deck of the century,
what's
my
your-
dude.
I thought you were proficient. You surely get some other
I don't
plus
know.
than
You said
wisdom, right?
wisdom.
Add your proficiency bonus.
Oh.
So, okay, so 10.
So
Yeah,
10.
10. You rolled a 17.
Yeah.
So top deck of the century.
My opponent. I'm never lucky, man. That's
Yeah.
the problem.
The soldier
Never
did one of
lucky.
those things where he's like,
He flips
Yeah.
it and slams it.
Yeah.
on fire.
Got you on the river.
Lightning helix.
It's lightning.
Okay, so the as night begins to fall, this would traditionally, in a sane world, be when you can kind of maybe relax a little bit because nobody fights in the dark. It's insane.
Yeah.
However, this is no longer a sane world, and you hear the approaching dissonant, discordant marching cadence of whatever it is approaching you. You hear the approaching thing of whatever it is approaching you.
Yeah.
Good job, Cam.
Sort of like absentmindedly tapping my foot along
Yeah.
with the beat of the marching army.
Stop it.
Sorry.
The 13th Legion were the Sparrowhawks,
Okay.
by the way.
Neat.
And out of the tree line, give me a perception roll.
Everybody?
Yeah.
How far is
If
the
you-
tree line?
How far is the tree line? They cleared out like a good 100
Oh my
feet
God.
between
I'm really bad at
the
this
tree
game.
line and the town.
My far range is 400.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the arquebuses are deadly weapons. Yeah,
Mine's not
you,
good enough.
you have dark vision, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're able, all of you, anyone roll above a 10?
Yep.
Nope.
No.
I rolled a 3, Cameron.
Okay. You're able to pick out figures along the tree line. And that's made easier because many of them are carrying torches.
Excellent.
And they have banners and standards and all of the paraphernalia you would associate with an army.
Yeah, this is an
Weird.
army, not a.
Under what banner?
Can we see the banner or the standard?
Sure, one of the soldiers hands you a spyglass. What do you make of it? Doesn't make any sense to me.
Okay, I'll take a look.
You see like banners stitched together out of like scraps of cloth. It's all crudely done, and like some are hanging upside down, and it's like somebody was shown a picture book of what an army is supposed to look like,
Right.
and they came back to you with this. Is this it?
Okay, I was going to say, because I thought, like, people talk about the Empire, but the Empire doesn't really exist.
Yeah.
The Empire's not real. But I guess these people think it is.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like that's sort of
yeah.
where we're at, right? That they.
And like, you're an army now. I'm like, well, what does an army have? It's like
Yeah.
standards and this
Oh,
is
okay.
what
I guess
Marching
we'd better.
songs.
marching songs.
Guess
yeah.
we'd better be an army then.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they aren't formed up in any way.
So it looks.
It's like a rabble has a specific meaning, but usually rabbles, in the sense of an army, try to do things, right? They're just real bad at it. These people aren't making any kind of effort. And one.
So it looks like the beginners class of like Renaissance fair combat.
The beginners would try.
Ah. Okay. yeah.
These are chaotic, for lack of a better word.
Okay.
It's like a cloud of people. It's like a cloud of armed people rather than a rabble of soldiers rather than an army.
Okay.
They would need they would need to ratchet up the incompetence 2 notches in order to be bad at this. They're not even bad at it. They aren't trying.
They don't even know what bad is.
Is there someone giving commands?
It appears to be. A large figure strides up to the front and shouts in a completely incomprehensible language that you nevertheless understand. And says, 13th Legion, you have fought bravely, but it's now time to lay down your arms and surrender the archive to your emperor.
We don't have an emperor.
The world is the empire now.
So he just shouted at them.
Yeah.
Okay, I shoot him. Not him.
But the,
like,
The commanding
what did
man.
I do?
okay,
Same.
I want to use branding
Yeah.
smite, cast branding smite, and then shoot the man.
okay.
Yes. All right.
Roll to hit.
Should we get into initiative or?
Yeah, actually, generate me initiative.
All right. Initiative first.
Well, you can.
Yeah, you can take out of initiative orders, but actions.
So am I rolling both?
Take a shot, then roll me
All
initiative.
right. Sweet.
I'm so bad at this game.
Save your high rolls for the attacks.
Yeah.
19.
That hits.
Okay.
It's not bad.
D12. 12 on the D12 plus 2. 14 plus 2d6 radiant.
Excuse me? Bueller?
6 radiant damage, and the target glows and becomes visible. Sheds light in a 5-foot radius and cannot become invisible.
All right, give me the total. What's the damage?
Math?
12 plus
14 plus
20.
6.
20?
Yes.
I love that moment. Surrender the archive to your emperor. It's dead silent apart from that, and then just.
Okay, Martin, you were taking a shot as well?
I'd like to, yeah. Oh, sure. Okay, yeah, I'll do that first then.
That's cocked.
14.
14? Spang!
Okay, so it's somewhere between. What did you roll to hit? 19?
19.
So 14 does not hit. 19 hits.
Did he
That-
block it or just miss him?
Just armor. Well, it's a miss.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
This would be off a well-crafted set of plate.
Okay. Like it hit him, but not hit him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Armor generally not bulletproof unless you hit it in the wrong way.
Okay.
Or in a not useful way. So and the you brand him with this glowing beacon. The shot pierces the armor, and from inside you see light pulse, as if he's been set afire on the inside. And
neat.
the fire glows and then suppresses
Ooh.
briefly, but remains effective.
Okay.
Okay. Well, roll me initiative then.
Well, I already rolled it.
Yeah, we did. It was terrible.
Okay.
It's not good.
All right, Belloc, tell me.
1.
Definitive. Martin.
5.
Worth.
14.
Rose.
5.
Mine's a 5 with a +3 to Dex, right? So I rolled a 2.
I rolled a 3, got 2.
I have no plus. I rolled
I have
well.
no plus too. Yeah, I rolled a 1. I am not good at this video game. 28.
Boy.
Boy. Boy. Boy.
Boy.
Boy.
Big boy, 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 boy.
What is it, boy?
Boy, boy.
You acted too brashly. You must wait. God, that game is good. I don't like it when our DM rolls a dice and then goes. It is never a good sign.
I assume.
Colonel Pace reads the room.
Is she? Are they with us?
Like my assumption would be when we start firing,
Yeah.
the other
The other people are
the
like,
other
oh, I guess we're doing this now.
the other arcubi start firing.
Yeah. Colonel Pace shouts from her position, Sparrowhawks, who watches the spires?
How do I
And-
respond? I don't know.
We do.
Yeah, okay.
Who watches the plains?
We do.
Who hears the happy songs of spring?
We do.
And for your own edification, that's a reference to the birds that sparrowhawks predate on. And they open fire.
Yeah. Yeah, Sparrowhawks.
Into the mass of whatever it is waiting out there in the darkness. They reload. Worth.
I wait and watch.
Okay. You hold your action.
Right,
For
'cause
what?
you're up at the.
Yeah, I'm
Oh yeah, you're up the mine head, right?
Exactly. Well, outside the gates. But
Okay. Martin.
How many shots does this thing have before I have to reload it? 4?
4.
Then I shoot him again.
Okay.
Hopefully I hit this time. That's worse. That's a 13.
13. The shot goes wide. Rose.
I cast Protection from Evil and Good and touch Belloc.
Okay.
Okay.
Protection from good, right?
Protection from evil and good?
Yep.
It's what the spell is called.
Yeah.
It's this is how wonderfully precise this edition of D&D is in its wording. Protection from evil and good, because it lists things alphabetically.
Aberrations, Celestials, Elementals, Fae, Fiends, and Undead.
Okay,
So you
so
can
that
only-
gives him that gives them
This is,
disadvantage.
they get disadvantage on
you're
attacks.
only vulnerable to neutral damage.
And target can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them.
Oh. Heck yeah, I can't be possessed. Hands off, ghost and demons and fae.
You can't own Belloc.
So, I'm a strong, independent Belloc.
Uh,
And I won't
Rose.
let anyone tell me how to live my life.
Yes.
what do you do?
Cast Protection from Evil and Good.
Right,
on
yes,
Belloc.
of course. I'm so good at this. Belloc.
So they're a ways away from me, right?
Yeah.
I have no gun, so I need to wait until they get within clobbering range.
Okay, you hold your action until they get close.
Yeah.
The general holds his ground,
Okay.
and around him surge the mass of Imperial soldiery. He does, the thing in when Vader walks through a doorway and stormtroopers just run past. him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Okay.
So he's
There's a completely incoherent battle cry from the soldiers and or not your soldiers, from them, and they charge across the open killing ground. The Sparrowhawks reload. From their no longer concealed firing positions, they tear into the advancing troops, cutting down.
I'm going to remind you about the color coding.
Oh, right, yes, of course.
It's so useful for
Bad,
us.
mooks? No.
No.
These are mooks. These are you.
Hey.
That's a bad guy. That's a monster.
Wow,
That's-
those initiative rolls are really bad all the way down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shush.
Well, I mean,
It's okay.
it's almost impressive.
It works well for the spread.
Yeah.
They, the advancing chaotic mass of human soldiers is whittled down somewhat, but not nearly enough.
Right.
They will cross the field into the town in another round.
All right.
Worth, you're still up at the gate.
You don't have anything ranged at the moment?
No.
There's a handful of soldiers with you. One of them offers you a pouch.
I'll take
He's
it.
chewing tobacco.
Oh. Certainly.
It's unspeakably vile. It's like flavorless and old. It's like chewing a sock.
Gross.
Flavor country.
He's like, best in the world.
Cool. You should ask the archive. It's actually the best in the world.
At this point, it probably is.
Yeah.
Their general charges forward.
Oh. Big boy.
Yeah,
What an absolute unit.
yeah.
Just a weapon.
How does this go down? Paint me a picture with your words, Cameron.
Let's see.
Did everything just go slow motion except for the
No,
music?
no. Rose, give me a whiz save.
So that's a d20 plus my whiz.
Or a whiz. You probably have
Yeah.
proficiency at it?
19.
The face, it's still so far away and it's dark, but you know that it is wearing your sister's face.
Whoa. That's unspeakable.
What?
Wearing?
It's,
It has my sister's face.
yeah.
I see my sister's face.
Yeah, when you look at it, you see this figure from your past. But you shake off the feeling of conflict and whatever it's trying to do doesn't have any effect on you.
Now I'm angry.
Creepy. Spooky. I didn't sign up
The
for being
Imperial
spooked.
soldiers surge forward. So this is their move. They move forward 60. There's 40 more feet. So next turn, they will be on top of you.
Okay.
Martin?
I'm going to keep trying to shoot this lad.
Okay.
This absolute weapon.
Wow, Graham.
Just not rolling good
Maybe
tonight.
guns aren't for you.
Yeah.
I have as much of a chance to hit with this thing as I do with my rapier. That's the worrying part.
Uh-oh.
Try throwing
Get
your
all the
rapier.
bad rolls out first.
You try throwing the gun.
rapier.
Throw the
Just
gun.
The gun. Hey, idiot.
Huh? Then the gun lands and fires. And hits
Perfect.
him. Yeah. Perfect. That's the way we drew it up.
Okay, so yeah, you miss.
Yeah. Yeah, I rolled a 2. Can I have the PHP? Thank you.
It's that thing in PUBG where you've got the ACOG, you've got a rifle, and you just see the bullet go over there.
Me every time.
It me.
Rose.
I would like to shoot the general twice.
Okay.
2 attacks on that general, since I am like kind of seething with rage about it attempting to hurt me, not just physically.
Yeah. So this is shot 2 and 3 out of your chamber?
Yep.
Okay.
So 10 and 18.
1 hit.
So 18 hits?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're
7
zoning in.
7 damage? Okay. You're able to, you one shot goes wide, rotate the chamber, draw it up again, fire again, and put another round into its chest. It staggers, but doesn't even stagger. It has the training that it shrugs off the momentum shift of the blow and keeps moving forward. Belloc.
I'm waiting for clobbering range still.
All right.
I can't really do anything else.
Fine. End of round. Next initiative pass.
On your end step. Wait for clobbering range.
Fact or fiction?
Oh no! We
Okay.
lose.
The Sparrowhawks empty their final shots. Another volley of shot.
That's what I should have done.
Is it a shot through the heart?
Yeah. As
It's
the
not
already
too
miserable
late.
visibility now being obscured further by powder smoke.
Yeah.
They fire shots. Again, whittling down the numbers, but not critically enough to break the charge, and drop their weapons, or drop the arquebus and pull up their melee weapons.
Okay.
The configuration they're in right now is not well situated to receive a charge.
Okay.
Usually you'd want to be in blocks,
Yeah.
but they're distributed.
Right.
I guess it's too late to try to organize them.
Worth.
To start advancing.
All right. The handful of soldiers with you notice that you are getting up to go, and they follow you.
Let nothing through.
I love Worth so much.
Rose, the general charges at you. You're in.
I was
You're-
I was in with Belloc.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
is he like, coming in?
Yeah. He moves with an inhuman grace, charging at. Were you on the second story?
First floor.
First floor?
Let's say I
Yeah,
was like I was like
he-
leaning out of a door sniping.
The figure charges past outside of your line of vision. And along with the Imperial soldiers, they're upon you right
Yeah.
now. And some of them are trying to crawl in through the windows, but you've lost sight of the general. Like, you can't see him. Because you're inside a building.
Yes.
I don't know if Radiant Beacon or the beacon gives you a sense of where they are at all times, or is it just Hunter's Mark from WoW?
It literally just makes them slow.
Okay.
It does the damage and then makes
Does
them
anybody
slow,
come
I
within
think.
clobbering range?
Well, that guy.
Yeah. No. There's
What I'm saying is do I have a held action? Does it go off? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I'm waiting for someone to come
sure.
within
Let's say
melee
that.
range?
Let's say that it does.
Okay.
You've held your action. You've been a very patient.
Yeah, I'm like a trapdoor
paladin.
spider.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Nope. That's 10?
Um.
No, that's 9. No, 11. Yeah, 11.
Yeah. Swinging your greatsword indoors is trickier than you'd imagine. You don't. You're like, wait, no,
No.
and just aren't able to bring it down.
Okay.
The soldiery attacks.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Who's on the ground floors? Rose and Belloc.
Me. Yeah.
Belloc. Two
Yep.
of them attack you.
Does protection from evil? I have
Yep.
protection from
I'm
evil,
rolling
right?
2 dice here.
Okay.
Two of them are able to position themselves. What's your AC?
18.
All right. One of them gives you a good stabbing.
Oh no. That's my least favorite kind of stabbing.
He's carrying a poorly maintained warhammer.
Can't stab with that.
Does 2 damage to you.
Okay.
3 damage to you, excuse
Sure.
me.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much. I always forget mine at home.
You said 3 damage?
Yes. Martin. Or, sorry, no, Rose. Now they attack Rose. 2 of them attack you.
Miriam,
What's
do
your
you ever
AC?
think your character ever consider getting a PhD?
17.
And you can make a pair of boots.
Matching sheets. Yeah.
Well, that's a hell of a thing.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Ow.
What happened?
Double net 20.
Oh! Statistically improbable.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Do I just watch Rose evaporate?
14 damage on one of them.
Oh.
Oh, no.
How much HP do you have total?
34.
Okay.
Oh,
So
no.
damage 20.
13 from the other.
And I think I need to make like a con save to keep concentration up.
I think so. Sure, let's do that. Against total damage suffered this round? Or is it... How does concentration work again in this edition?
I don't.
Let's just say it's a DC 10.
Okay.
Yeah, DC 10
I didn't think damage broke concentration. Is it just because you're taking a lot?
No, damage does break concentration.
Is
Does
just
that
for-
sound... Yeah, DC 10?
Yeah, 17.
Okay, you're able to keep the focus of the spell that you were using to protect Belloc.
And the second damage was 13?
Yes.
Okay.
You know, for a completely formless clump of humanity, that was cunning. There was like a confusing jab to the face with the butt of a warhammer, and then just like an uppercut swing.
Right.
And then while you're distracted, somebody brought down their hammer on your back. Good tactics.
Yeah. I'm deeply shaken.
Okay. Martin.
All right, ditching the arquebus, because now he's below me in the building I'm in. I'm going to run to the landing so I can see what's going on downstairs
Okay.
and channel divinity, vow of enmity on the general,
Okay.
which is my whole action, unfortunately. But it means I get advantage on attack rolls against him for a minute.
Okay. Yeah.
So, unless his HP is reduced to 0, which is sort of what we want.
Yeah,
to do.
that would be the end
is the
goal, wouldn't
ideal.
it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. He turns.
Cool.
Rose. There are two troop are struggling to get through the windows,
Sick of
or
missing.
have successfully entered the building.
I guess can I lay on my hands myself and then draw my rapier and stab one of them?
Yeah, lay on hands is a bonus action.
I think so. I was just
Okay,
trying to
yeah.
find it. I think it's just in the
I think it is.
paladin
Yeah.
section.
It seems most useful like that.
Real quick, how many spell slots do I have?
3. 3 first level.
Good. Thank you.
The true paladin. Spells, huh?
As an action.
Yeah, 3 radiant strikes. As an action?
Yeah, so it's an
Okay.
action. So I'm going to disengage and retreat and lay on hands to recover my
Okay.
wounds.
Sounds
I'm
good.
going to do the full 25.
What do you have for hit points
Uh,
now?
now I'm at full.
Oh, okay. I was going to come over and lay on hands to you, but...
You may want to hold on to that.
All right. Belloc.
All right. I'm going to try to intercept the 2 that are kind of harassing Rose.
All right.
You got 2 guys on you.
I
Well,
guess
it's all kind of like a melee
it's a mass.
now.
Yeah. I'm going to put myself between Rose and the... Give
Okay.
her time to because she's trying to get away to lay on hands, and
They
while she's
just-
trying to do that.
Yeah, they even have disadvantage to attack. No, that's only
Well, I don't want
outsiders.
to move to invoke attacks of opportunity,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying.
Okay, yeah, you can just-
Character-wise,
yeah.
I'm kind of putting myself in between to give Rose time.
We can do that.
Okay. I'll just hit the one nearest, I guess.
Okay.
Oh boy. I'm assuming a 25 hits.
Yeah, that totally hits.
I reroll those.
That's worse. Adam rolled 2 2s, and he can re-roll 1s and 2s, but he has to keep the second result. Then he rolled 2 1s.
Perfect.
Idiot.
That'll teach you for using your racial traits.
What'd you do that for?
I don't know. Why did I get greedy? It's statistically improbable.
Yeah, that's really unlikely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well, I do 6 damage.
6 damage.
Yeah. I give him like a kick in the kneecap, and I try to hit him, but I just glance him, I guess.
One of the things that I really liked about 4th Ed was they
Minions?
just said minions die when you successfully hit them. They have one hit point. So this guy goes down and is no longer interested in fighting.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Um,
Like, how that really hurt. You know what? I'm done.
yeah. It just sucks
no.
to do like 2 damage to a stormtrooper.
Yeah.
Okay, next round. The Sparrowhawks rally.
on,
They draw their melee weapons and lay into the undisciplined mass of Imperial soldiery.
Yeah. They're like,
Or the soldiery who think they are Imperial,
Yeah,
who believe there's an empire to fight for.
yeah, and you hear the whoosh noise of all of the like creosote or oil or whatever being lit.
oh, we should get out of here.
We were in a building that was not rigged for that.
Oh, okay.
For that exact reason.
Oh, we should bounce, but we're good.
At some point, it's begun to snow.
What?
Yeah,
That's weird.
That's
it's
pretty.
dramatic.
Yeah. All the fire.
The
And the
ash,
dark
Fire
and
at
the-
night in the snow.
ash and snow
This looks
mixing
amazing.
together.
I
Yeah,
hate snow.
it strikes you that it's late summer.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah,
Like it's not
No,
winter.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's the correct realization.
Oh, wait.
Is it actually snow?
Or is it ash?
Yeah, it could be. It's snow.
Okay.
But what you ate was ash.
Oh no! Yuck!
Worth.
How far away is that strange glowing man?
Give me a perception roll.
Strange glowing.
10 plus 17.
From your vantage point at the minehead, you can see him, and they seem to have tried to disengage from the melee with the legionnaires and are advancing towards the minehead itself.
We're going to go to meet him.
Okay. Not this round, but the next one.
Yep, that's fair.
The general advances
Yep.
towards you.
Towards Worth specifically?
Towards the minehead.
Yeah.
Like he turned to notice you when
Yeah.
you marked him, and then was like, turned away.
Wow.
The Imperials.
He just blocked you on Twitter.
The Imperials
That's
swarm.
basically what he just did.
He muted me.
Anyone currently engaged in melee, give me perception rolls.
I'm not.
Or anyone who's close.
Am I
And
close? Sure.
The 3 of you,
Okay.
give me perception rolls.
19.
You're distracted.
God.
Oh, there's like ritual scarification, and like a lot of them have shaved head. Well, they all their
That's what I roll.
Their head is shaved. They've got weird scars on their
We're
faces.
bad at this game.
And they're not home.
I rolled another one.
Similar to the pilgrims or the cultists.
Yeah.
Statistically improbable.
Anyway, they swarm over you. I'm going to say 2 each attack. You two? Are you on?
yeah.
You went down to the ground floor, right? Or no, you were on the landing.
I'm on the landing, yeah.
Okay, so you're on the mez.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to take off after
Up
that
on the mez.
general in a moment.
Yeah.
With his Mardi Gras beads. Throwing them into the crowd.
Okay, Belloc, one attacks you. Their attacks are ineffectual against your armor.
Okay. Sweet.
Rose, 16
block.
AC?
17.
17.
Show me potato salad.
Again, their attacks are ineffectual against your armor.
The best kind of potato salad.
Yeah.
Ineffectual.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think we can all agree the best kind of potato salad is the potato salad that potato salad's the least.
Yeah.
It can't go bad.
Martin.
Hey, I'm going to run after that general and stab him with my rapier.
Okay. It's difficult for you because there are now this town has turned into kind of a complete melee.
A fuster clock?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your movement will be impaired if you're trying to pursue him.
Okay. How far away is he? Because he was just in here with me.
He wasn't inside the building.
He never came inside.
Yeah, you were able to see him.
He was fighting you guys out? I thought he came in the building.
No,
He didn't fight us.
He didn't fight
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, we were just getting
You were
tight
able to
with
He went
see
past
where he
the
was because
door.
he's marked, but he's
Oh.
bypassed you and like directed just a swarm of dudes.
Yeah,
on
there's a
top
swarm
you.
of mooks.
It's kind of like we're playing a tower defense game, and he just walked past all of us. Yeah.
He's going after Worth.
Okay. Well, how far would you say he is?
How to reward the players without exactly giving them what they want. You can
Like I could
you
try to. I could make a roll of some kind.
You jump out the window.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you have
Just be like, whoop, back up.
yeah. The buildings here are reasonably close together. If you could get on the roofs, that might provide you an avenue with which to try to catch up to him.
Okay.
Otherwise, you would need to fight your way through a crowd,
Okay. Then I'm gonna try to catch up to him.
possibly alone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Assassin's Creed, boy.
All right.
So,
Give
what do
me,
you want me
let's say, athletics or acrobatics,
Okay.
depending on whichever you're more comfortable with.
Acrobatics.
It's not horrible.
10.
10 does it.
Okay.
It's you aren't like, it's not Cirque du Soleil, but you're definitely capable of getting to where you need to go.
Okay. Sweet. Good.
You did a Lucha thing.
All right. I'm gonna attack him
Okay.
with advantage. What's up?
Are you just jumping off the roof? Wow. That's
Falling.
With
pretty good.
style.
there's no style here.
No, I rolled a 5 and an 8, which means a 10 or a 13, which I know doesn't hit. With advantage.
Unfortunately, that does not connect.
No, I know.
You tried, Grant.
Now I'm just standing beside this guy, having just tinked off his armor. I've done nothing.
Rose, it's your
I
turn.
have done literally nothing against this guy.
Okay, so the
You
guys are
marked
like
him.
crawling
Yeah.
in through the windows, coming in
"Hey,
through
you
the
bully."
door, swarming the downstairs.
Yeah.
I've backed up against like the bottom of the stairs, let's say, and
We could say that you and Belloc are fighting back to back.
back to back in the
Yeah.
swarm. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
I
so
got
I draw,
there
draw
really-
my rapier
I got there stylishly.
and go to stab the nearest bad dude.
All right.
Are you a bad enough dude to stab
That's
the
a
president?
23.
That will hit.
General.
Okay.
General.
And then I stab another one.
Yeah, you have
Withdraw.
multi-attack.
Yeah.
Is the general also
Because-
the emperor?
I don't know.
We don't know.
I don't know.
Depends
Maybe,
what-
maybe it's an avatar. Of the
That's just a 7.
A 7.
It's like
To hit?
We'll need to check
Yeah.
their constitution.
Okay, that does not hit. But you are able to,
Need my D8 back.
you meaningfully stab one of them.
And 8 damage.
8 damage? Yeah, they go down.
Yeah.
Belloc.
Oh boy, I'm gonna keep trying to clear out this room.
Okay.
Nobody hurts my friends, especially my paladin friends. Oh boy, yeah, that's 21.
Ooh, yeah. That absolutely hits.
13 points damage.
13 points of damage. Yeah,
That guy turns into a fine mist.
yeah, from neck to nuts.
Yeah.
End of round. The Legionnaires fight bravely. You hear the call and response of cadences, and by all accounts, they seem to be performing well.
Okay, nice.
Worth.
They're certainly a lot better trained than these guys.
I'm going straight to the general.
Okay.
So you got help.
Yeah.
You still have your inspiration. You could do something
Yeah,
awesome.
you actually see Martin there.
Fail.
Martin, you see Martin go like doom doom doom, and well, like
Yeah.
Gonna
I
try,
land great, and then I just sort of go,
Gonna try and make eye contact with you.
yeah.
Just say, and not say anything, but just
I'm not a rogue, so I can't backstab. But I get what you're going.
all
Are you
right.
trying to fuck him?
Yes, that's what this means.
Yeah, I don't know what.
That's a universal gesture that
what's
means
the
one
tiny
thing.
pointy thing inside the back of the big thing?
What do you think I'm trying to do?
I know you're trying hard.
I mean, I just make it's again. We aren't talking,
No.
so I'm just sort of like.
Yeah, I'm gonna,
I'm going to say that since there are so many like mooks around this guy, you need to clear out one mook before
Okay.
you can really connect with him.
okay.
Okay.
before you can really connect.
Yeah. It's like I've been on 3
Say
dates with them. There's
17.
no connection.
17, that hits.
Okay.
It's just all he
Damage
talks about is
wise,
his
it's going
horse.
to be 4 damage.
4 damage. Minions die.
Okay.
Yeah, you clean one out with your warhammer. Martin.
Yeah.
Let's go, Martin.
The general turns to attack you. He wields a well-maintained but crudely manufactured greatsword.
I'm very spry, so here's hoping.
Wham! It hits the ground next to you. He's very much of the lift up heavy thing and try to drop it on your head. School of fighting.
Yeah. Like he's not trying to cut people; he's just trying to smash them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I fought this guy in Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone is kind of like right in the thick of it right now.
Yeah.
So Belloc, 2 of them attack you.
Okay. 18.
But are unable to penetrate your defenses. Martin, 2 of them attack you. What's your AC?
18. Me and Rose and I can't see where they are, right? Because we're in the building.
Yeah, you're still in the building. Say there's 4 more soldiers in the building.
Okay.
Worth. Mooks attack you. What's your AC?
16.
That does not hit. And Rose, 2 more attacks.
17.
7, no hits.
Wow.
Well defended.
Holy
everyone.
moly. We did it. We just
Martin.
said,
Belloc and I are
Okay.
like spinning
yeah,
and
we're like
blocking.
blocking, and I'm like kicking knees out. Yeah, dude, shoulder checking people out of the way.
Slowly advancing on the general.
All right. Fight the greater evil.
Okay.
One of these has to hit. 19.
19.
Wait, this is 16. That's 21.
That hits.
Okay.
He did it.
So I'm going to do my normal damage, which is 7, and then I'm going to Divine Smite,
Okay.
which
7
adds
plus
an additional 16.
23. So that's yeah.
I did rolling 8s there.
Double 8s, baby.
Yeah, your rapier glows with a light that feels holy to you, and you locate a weak point in his armor and just
Just let him have
bury it.
Yeah.
That's a deserving hit for how much you've been trying.
Yeah.
Once I connected.
Yeah, he's off balance from his
Sweet.
clumsy attack. Rose.
1 moment. Yeah, I will stab any remaining people with my
Okay.
rapier.
Oh, I forgot my fighting style. It's actually 2 more.
2 more?
2 more damage.
Okay.
Sorry. I gotta write that down over here. Pardon me. Merp, merp.
I
All
don't
right.
remember if you said how many were left in the room with us.
4.
4.
No, it's
17.
Mm-hmm.
And then
These guys have AC 12.
18.
18. You kill 2 more of them.
Okay.
They're,
What
they're,
weapon are
they're,
you
they're
using?
minions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What weapon are you using?
rapier.
Oh, that's sweet.
what is your fighting style? Or is fighting the style of your fighting?
Dueling. So it's +2 damage with a one-handed weapon.
Belloc.
Dueler. I'm gonna try to kill one of these mooks.
Okay.
Get ready to
Duel.
That's a hit.
Yeah, that's definitely a hit. 21.
21.
For
Yeah,
10 points.
Yeah. You smoke them.
Yeah. Smoke. Smoke weed every day. I'm gonna look. Is there like a window behind us or anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should probably try to leave by the window.
I have something I want to try.
There's one.
Sick.
The last remaining Imperial troop here is
It's okay to run. I'll just say that out loud.
he smiles.
Ah, okay, it's one of those. All right.
The Sparrowhawks are continuing to fight in spite of being grimly outnumbered. By now, many buildings are aflame. Smoke is beginning to obscure more and more of the battlefield, mixing with the black powder smoke. And yeah, it's confusing and disorganized.
Okay.
But they continue to acquit themselves.
I
Let's see how they're doing this round.
like the Sparrowhawks. I feel like they're, while outnumbered, they're certainly better trained.
They're trying. They tried.
But this round, let's say they lose some ground.
That's not good.
Worth.
I keep walking forward towards the general, picking up my pace a bit to a slight canter and break into a run before attacking him.
Okay.
It's an 8. That's not going to hit. Actually, I'll take inspiration on that and
Okay.
re-roll that.
Sure.
Yeah, let's go.
14.
14.
Yeah.
That does not hit.
We don't know if a 15 hits. We only know if 14 doesn't, and 18 does. So there's
tried,
there's a gulf of knowledge. In
I
there
remember
we
there's.
don't know.
I think 17 was also one of the numbers that did not hit.
Really?
I think. Yeah.
I don't
might be wrong.
recall that.
I could be wrong.
I could be. Well, we'll figure it out.
Martin, the
Heather's
general.
discovered that we can use emoji on the overlay.
Ooh.
That was that time. Yeah, that was there last time. Potato
Yeah.
salad.
Awesome.
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
Oh, except for potato salad. I remember that. Sorry, go ahead.
He attacks you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Nothing.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh.
That could have meant either a complete whiff or like ultra critical.
Yeah.
For the record, this guy has like CR way above your levels.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, what a chump. I guess I shouldn't talk shit. Because the camera will be like, yeah?
Yeah.
Talk
Yeah.
shit?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
the
funny.
ra-
He shoots a meteor at you.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
He summons Knights of the
Belloc.
Round.
8 times. He's mimicked it.
The last survivor charges at you,
Yeah.
and his frenzied attacks are easily batted aside.
Sweet.
Martin,
Yeah.
it's your turn.
All right.
Skip stab.
18.
18.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hits.
Sick. 9, and I'm smiting again.
Okay.
You don't think I ain't smiting this guy? That's a 1. That's a 7. All right, so 9, 10, 17.
17. Huh?
Do you need to know which is
Radiant? No.
Okay.
Uh,
It's 8 if you care.
okay.
Last
Actually,
time
no.
it was
Yeah, I
16.
do need to know the.
Physical versus magic or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay, so last round it was 16 magical and 9 physical.
Okay.
This round it was 9 physical and 8 magical.
Okay.
Don't call it a comeback.
Yeah. The
Martin really wants to redeem himself.
Martin's been here for years.
the holy light begins to take hold inside the suit of armor you feel,
Ooh.
and flames appear at the cracks in the armor
Nice.
and through the visor.
Flames.
Flames
Flames
all
on
along
the
the side
side
of
of
my
my face.
Apparently that was an ad lib.
It's so good.
Yeah. Rose.
So I want to ask you, would Turn the Unholy affect the Imperial Legion, or do I have a way of
No,
guessing
they're
that? No. Okay.
you do. These, for better or worse, seem human to you.
All right. So I guess I will go with Belloc's plan and bail outside. First I
Okay.
will stab the last remaining man, and then
Okay.
leave.
All
Before
right.
I jump through. Stab.
Before I jump.
Roll through. Roll back. Stab.
Yeah. 14.
14. That'll hit.
It dies.
Come on!
Yeah.
Okay. Belloc.
Yeah, I follow Rose. wherever
Okay.
She's going.
Uh,
We gotta find these two.
Yeah, I think we could, like, scoot out
we can
the
tell
back
where they
and, like,
are, right?
We're not going to be hard
Hustle
to. We'll be
towards
hard
the
to
compound.
miss.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bodies are beginning to pile up everywhere throughout the town, creating kind of like this gruesome landscape of ruined people.
Gross.
There's a dude on fire staggering by. Because anytime there can be a dude on fire, there should be a dude on fire.
Dude
Yeah.
on fire directly in front of us.
And like a wheel,
Yeah.
a flaming
wagon wheel,
wagon
yeah.
wheel rolling by. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude on Fire is the name of my Twin Peaks cover band.
Ooh.
Nice.
How are the Sparrowhawks doing?
Come on, boys.
Sparrowhawk with
They rally. They push. Actually, in quite a magnificent display of both discipline and fighting grit, they disengage, some of them, and reform into an actual cohesive unit.
Oh, nice.
Sweet.
Pace must be really happy.
Yeah, yeah. You hear her shouting above the din
Nice.
to that effect.
Yes.
Worth.
Trying again?
Okay.
You can do it. Get this guy.
Nope, 13.
Fiddlesticks.
13. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't do it.
Nope.
Martin.
Yeah.
It's coming. Brace yourself.
That was a lot of dice.
What? Yeah, he rolled a 1 in there, so that's bad, and a 9, which is also quite bad. So yeah, neither of those particularly hit, and yeah,
He's just like enraged, flailing with his weapon
Yeah.
or something.
I was really expecting this guy to kill one of you.
The hitboxes are amazing.
Yeah, these hitboxes are great.
You've seen
Yeah.
those like slow-mo gifs of Bloodborne where like the person's like ducking sideways and the scythe just like perfectly just like doesn't connect. It's like, just like perfect hitboxes. It's just like one of those. I'm just
Give me more of those, my dude.
But the general's bodyguards rally to him.
I know who's emotes in chat right now.
Belloc, soldiers run screaming out of the smoke at you.
Yeah.
That probably looked imposing as hell.
Yeah.
The smoke and
And-
the snow.
Absolutely
Oh, yeah.
nothing.
Oh boy.
Martin,
Yeah.
yeah.
your singular focus on one of them actually connects,
Oh no.
Oh no! It hits you for 38.
doing 5 damage.
Okay, so I was hoping this wouldn't come up, but you never wrote down my maximum hit points.
Oh my god. Here, let me see.
I was hoping this would never
1d10
come
per
up.
paladin level.
Here, so
figured-
be 10 plus,
I figured I wouldn't mention it
10 plus
until
con.
it was relevant.
yeah.
That's so great.
Oh, right. You're the one who I gave a poor con to, or only an adequate con to.
Yeah.
3, 6, 8. You have 28 hit points.
Thank you. All right. Oofa doofa. Okay. We're fine.
Worth. They swarm and team around you to no effect. Rose.
I mean, we are
Okay,
invincible?
we are
That
powerful.
is another
Yeah.
crit.
We are meant
Another
to be
crit.
powerful. Ooh, Rose, on the other hand, is getting taken to the cleaners
Yeah.
by critical hits.
Getting put through the blender.
15.
Oh my goodness.
Talk shit, get crit.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
1,
Corey, why are you
1,
talking so
2,
much
3,
shit?
1, 2, 4, 2, 5, 20, 20, 20, 20.
Body blow, body blow.
Body blow, body blow.
Martin.
I'm just gonna keep wailing on this dude because I
Okay.
don't like him, and I feel like this may break the mooks. We know a 14 misses.
Yes.
Yes.
Rose.
Whifferino.
Try to move within 30 feet of the people beating upon the bad man.
Okay. There are 2 guys fighting you currently that you will need to either disengage from or kill.
Does
in
this
some way.
disengage count as an action, or? Is it
Disengage would be your move. So you can just, I think you can just walk
Yeah,
away from
I
them,
think so.
basically, as long as that's all you do.
yeah. So my intent is to get within range of my party so that I can cast a spell.
Okay, you can do that. Although disengaging is your action.
That's
Yeah.
what I was asking.
Yeah. Okay. So that's what you do.
No, if disengaging is my action, then I'm going to stab both men that are attacking me.
All right.
That's 14. Ew. And then 7.
You kill one of them.
Yeah.
Belloc.
I'll try to kill the other one. Is
Okay.
there two or?
There's.
Sorry.
You two are near to each other, so there were 4. Now there's 3.
Oh, okay. I'll keep trying to kill people that are trying
You
to
guys
chase
are
it
you
down.
guys have moved closer to us.
Yeah,
Yes.
like
Yeah, cool.
yeah.
But more people keep intersposing themselves.
Right.
Whatever, it's
Like,
better
whoever
just to
they-
break. But I can't just leave rows, so I'll keep fighting here.
Hey,
That's a crit. That's gonna hurt.
that man explodes.
That man explodes.
Yeah. You're just like.
Reroll your 1.
Oh yeah. Better make sure.
It's a 1. All right. Well, still.
And when you crit, you double the random component of damage.
Oh, so he rolls both the 2d6 again.
Yeah, you would roll.
So
you
that's-
double. So on a, what's your damage with your greatsword? 2d6 plus 4.
Yeah.
So it'd be
So 7.
4d6 plus 4.
So 7, and then
6.
reroll that one.
Okay, 8.
So
15.
7 and
19?
and then plus 4. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, what would be dramatic here? Yeah, it's just a neat decapitation.
Can you say I could kill 2?
Yeah, you know what? Sure. Yeah.
Like, can I finagle my way to 2 kills?
Yeah, let's say that you do, actually.
All right. I do that thing. Actually, you know what I do? I swing my sword super low and just take their legs out.
Ooh, yeah.
With like 2 people's
like
legs.
mid thigh.
Yeah, like
his-
mid thigh.
Yeah.
Neat.
Yeah. I just made a couple drumsticks.
Yeah.
Like human drumsticks.
Yeah, they're, over the sound of battle, you hear the noise.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah.
All right.
Like it's an odd but pleasantly clattering.
Yeah.
Like,
Like someone just rolled a bunch of bones on a table. Like,
yeah. Or dropped a bundle of sticks.
Yeah. Oof.
How are the Sparrowhawks doing?
Come on, baby.
Unchanged, let's
Nice.
say.
Good.
Good enough.
They have formed up and are making a push. Worth.
Trying again.
Okay.
You can do it, buddy.
Nope. 12.
Okay.
This guy's tough.
He's
real tough.
I haven't rolled double digits on this guy yet.
I believe you. I didn't until I started having advantage.
There are 10 double digits on this die, and I have yet to touch one.
Not today. Uh-oh.
Form 2.
Yeah, let's say he moves to phase 2.
Okay. Why'd you have to say something, Ian?
I'll see my true form.
Yeah,
He just turns
exactly.
into One Punch Man.
Yeah.
Like, oh no.
Earbone.
Yeah.
The fire within seems to burn away the armor, as if dissipating, and it clatters glowing to the ground, and revealed is a humanoid figure, wrapped in like almost like magical bonds, like
Okay.
like ribbons of arcane words, and they wrap around almost like chains.
Okay.
If I were to give a hint as to this thing's nature. But I changed it to be slightly different. And less monster manually.
I'm afraid I'm not going to have a lot of mercy for it.
Yeah, Martin. It,
Yeah.
You might not have a chance to give it any mercy.
Yeah. I mean, I hope that the less armor means it's easier to hit, but we'll find
That's
out.
not how video games or D&D works, Graham.
okay, it lashes out at you with these magical bonds.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh boy. Well, maybe it's more.
You fucked up.
Maybe it's more glass cannony, right?
Nope. I guarantee you it's not. But hey, we can all be positive, right?
It hit! Finally.
Hey!
Okay.
Oh, does it send Graham to
Damn
the
it.
Shadow Realm? That's a lot of die he just rolled.
Doing 11 damage.
Okay.
I would like you to make the bond strikes you and wraps around you.
Oh no.
I would like you to on your next turn.
Okay.
You will need to make some kind of roll to escape.
All right.
Oh boy, that's no good.
Others of these bonds lash out. One attack's worth. But you are able to move aside. Mooks continue to crash into you.
That's bad.
Um,
The mooks contain potassium benzoate.
Belloc, there's still one fighting you,
Yeah.
since you prioritized the ones that were attacking Rose, right?
Yes.
Okay. To no effect.
Okay.
Martin, you are helpless because you're grappled. Can I see the status effect for grappling?
I
I
imagine they
really should have looked this up.
I imagine they get some sort of advantage.
I imagine that they do.
Grapple, grapple.
I mean, I'm not. I don't want to suggest things, but
I don't want to put rules in your mouth,
yeah.
but
A creature's speed becomes 0 and it can't benefit any bonus to its speed.
Okay.
that's it.
That's it.
Yep.
Wow. Well, they nerfed the hell out of grappling.
Yeah.
Alright.
You were
Dude,
really
remember
going
when
in there
grappling was
anyway,
the worst thing that
weren't
could happen to you?
That was just because it took a lot of
One of them is able to
Table
land a
lookup.
hit.
Millennials are killing D&D.
Doing 9 damage.
Oh boy.
Rolling, throwing rocks tonight on the D8s.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, Graham.
Worth. No, I said
did-
they attacked. No,
Yeah.
that was the general.
Yes.
Yes. Your AC is 16?
Correct.
Okay, no hits. And Rose. One remains to attack you.
Okay.
But to no effect. Martin, I need you to give me a DC 14 strength check to escape.
Okay. No.
No?
Nope.
Okay.
So what does that mean?
It means your move is currently 0.
Okay.
But you can still, like,
but I can
attack
do
and
other
stuff?
stuff.
With stupid game rules.
Make your own.
Yeah.
Let's say you can try to do things with grappling. Actually, Corey, can I see the PHB again? I'm so sorry.
Here's the grappling.
Okay.
Excellent. Yeah.
I mean, like, that's a summary there.
Yeah.
Sorry this is going late, everyone.
Yeah, that's
No,
fine.
this is
I'm having
important.
fun.
Yeah.
Conditions.
Send this guy to the Shadow Realm.
Yeah, Shadow Realms. I want to send him home in a shoebox. I want to send him to the Shadow Realm in a shoebox.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's the from Goldeneye.
Yeah.
Joe Don Baker's character is like the last person that pissed him
No,
off.
it's just it can't move.
Went home air freight
Okay,
in
Martin,
very
it's
small boxes.
an itty bitty ditty bag.
just
Martin, it's
can't
your
move?
turn.
That's
Yeah,
it?
you can't move,
Weird.
All right.
and you can't benefit from anything that relies on movement. or
Man,
any
grappling
tools.
sucks now.
Yeah,
So like I still have advantage to attack him.
apparently.
Yeah. Which I could do, but I'm also about to die.
Okay.
So unless anyone else is keen to, I should heal myself.
I don't know if I can get to you next round. That's a problem.
Right.
You should, if you can heal yourself for now, you should do that.
I would offer to heal you, but it's not going to be anything special.
We all have lay on hands. Oh,
That's
you don't
all
have
I
lay
have
on
is
hands.
lay on hands. Oh,
Yeah.
you don't have
Yeah.
lay on
I do have, but it'll be worth 5 points maximum.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm gonna think about you and touch myself. So it's just
Think about me or Worth?
whoever. So it's just 20 and then
Oh, God.
5. Is that how that? No.
No, you get 5 per level, per paladin level. So you have a pool of 20 hit points that you can use to heal yourself or anyone else nearby you.
20.
Okay.
I am no longer at 3.
Rose.
Although I went from 23 to 3 in one round, so we'll see what happens.
Swings and roundabouts.
Yeah.
There's only one engagement that we right
Yep.
now? Okay. So I want to see if I can slash him. Oh, natural 1 on the first attack.
Okay, we'll say that's an automatic miss because the critical fumbles are done.
Yeah.
They're not interesting.
They're not fun. It's like, oh, sweet.
Natural 20.
All right. Sure, why not?
Swings and roundabouts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strikes
I
and
just
gutters.
want to like precision slash his jugular.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It's just
No,
like a
hang
flick,
on.
and then all of a sudden this man just dies. It was like,
Yeah, yeah. So it's like the,
Yeah.
and then just like, he's like, huh.
No, she pretended
put
to
it
be
back, put it
doing-
back.
She pretended to do an incompetent swing to bait him into exposing his jugular, and then she flicked up lightning quick.
Yeah.
Suddenly you hear Sir Alec Guinness in your mind.
So, and then I want to continue moving towards
Okay, you
my
can
team.
you can move. Belloc, it's your turn. There are no more mooks directly.
I want to
into
go
your
help Martin and Worth.
Okay.
Can I charge? Do I have room to charge? Am I close? Can I see them?
Yeah, how close are we?
One question at a time, Adam.
Martin intercepted him at one move from the building you were in. So yes, now that you have taken care of the people who are impeding your path, you can just
Go there?
go there.
I want to go
Okay.
there and charge and attack. Can I do that all in one turn?
Yeah.
well, I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
the charge is part. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. All right.
So what does a charge do?
Make
for
way for, I don't know what a charge is.
I couldn't find anything.
I
on
don't think it
charges.
does
Does anything?
anymore.
It used to do +2 attack. But
Yeah,
don't
I
think it does
know.
it
you?
anymore.
I think it's probably a fighter thing.
Yeah, probably. Let's just say you can move up and attack.
Okay. Make way for Bellic.
Hey,
baby.
that should be a hit.
Yeah, is a 21 hit.
That totally hits.
Man, again. He
8
had a
damage.
2 and re-rolled it
8
to a 1.
damage?
Yeah.
Are you using any kind of magical effects?
I guess I should have stated that I probably should have. No, I won't because I didn't
Okay.
state it.
You can divine
Actually, you know
smite.
what? That's good enough.
Okay.
What?
Oh, wait.
Yeah, that's good enough. As it
Coming
turns out-
through! Hassan Chop! We win? Does he explode and kill us all?
No, yeah, you crumple him and yeah, the sword comes down and just like
Yeah, there's a soft click noise.
yeah. And Martin, the bond releases.
Oh,
Okay.
what happens to all the mooks?
They look stunned.
I keep chopping.
The Sparrowhawks take advantage of this,
Yeah.
and they surge forward.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm surprised.
I'm gonna give Graham. How much do you need for full hit points?
Like 5.
I'm gonna give him 5 of my lay on hands.
Okay.
You're not hurt, are you?
No.
Okay. So does you cut off the head and the host die, or the body dies, right?
Maybe.
Oh, okay.
The Sparrowhawks surge forward and just start cutting down anyone who seems stunned or like uncoordinated now.
Yep.
Even more so than usual. Worth, it's your turn. There are two
still
mooks looking kind of like not terribly sure about what to do now.
He should probably not leave them alive. Now it works. 23.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Sure does.
And then I turn on my heel and start walking back towards the mine.
Okay.
You just like you brain somebody with your hammer, and then you're like, like turn around. I gotta go back.
No longer relevant, so we're gonna get rid of that guy. Book. The Imperials flee.
Wow.
Martin.
I mean, they're fleeing.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna take a random stab at someone who's actively running away. So I guess
Okay.
I'll regroup up with Worth and presumably Pace.
All right. Yeah. The town is ablaze.
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, we did that. That was
our bad.
yeah.
Um,
Well, nobody was using it.
No.
Rose?
Does divine sense, are there any threats?
You no longer detect the presence of the gross offensiveness of this particular evil.
Then I like to go examine the general.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, right.
It is largely humanoid and somewhat less imposing than it seemed in the midst of battle. It's a figure crafted in the shape of a person, but grotesque.
Some sort of golem.
Not like I'm trying to figure out. Like, okay, it was a chain devil, which is a fairly serious opponent. But they're Cenobites, and I kind of think they're cool.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm into it. Don't worry.
So yeah, it's a graceful and terrible figure, having been chopped into bloody rags.
Right.
A lot of stretch marks all in the wrong places.
Like that weird. It went from being like the Pinhead in the first movies to being the guy that replaced Pinhead in the later movies. Belloc.
I'm just chilling. So Worth just turned around and left, and then Martin followed him.
I mean, I'm basically sort of withdrawing because
Yeah, I'll do the same
the
thing.
mooks just seem to be retreating.
Yeah, I don't need to kill anyone else.
Okay.
I mean, I just KS the boss, so I pretty much did. You did all the damage, and I came around the corner. I was like, "Hiya!" And I was like, "Well, that was easy."
Okay. Yeah, that was. Yeah. No.
How many kills you got?
And
One.
with that, the Imperials disengage and flee. I had a really cool fight worked out for when they broke through.
Oh, really?
But hey, here we are. You guys actually killed him, so that totally works out.
Tell us about that in the after show.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Okay. So the Sparrowhawks are, despite their courage, are heavily depleted
I bet.
by the fighting, and have suffered grievous casualties, including many wounded.
We can
I'll take care of some.
we can help with some of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have stuff for that.
All right.
We have hands.
Yeah.
You have touchy hands.
I have 1 point of hands.
I have 15
That's
points
enough
of
to
hands.
stabilize a dying
Yeah.
person. Let's say.
Can I stabilize 15 people?
Yeah.
I can do more after I have a nap.
Like there were only 80 of them to begin with,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you're able to
I
save.
think I assume between the four of us, we can save anyone who isn't already dead.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah. I don't know. Like
Leonhead's come back after a short rest.
long rest. I think.
Okay.
According to what I read.
I'm gonna go have a nap and then I'll save some lives.
You can probably also prepare cure wounds.
Okay. So
I probably
epilogue.
should've.
Yeah.
They didn't have to blow the mountain.
Yeah. Not unpreparedly.
yeah,
You're
Not prematurely.
the archive is completed. And you're able to watch it being basically what they want to do a couple of weeks later is
Like the month passes without,
the month
without
passes.
further incident.
without further incident. For a long time, you have to keep watches on, and that night you get no sleep as you're fighting this fire, basically, and basically all the town is lost. But in the intervening month, whatever Imperial agency was seeking out the archive is not able to rally another force to come and try to take it. And so what happens is the Corps of Engineers blows the support structure for the archive, and it shudders and then falls. And what was beneath this is not something that you really had a good sense of before, but it's this interminable void, it feels like a bottomless hole into the world. And as it falls, feels, I only was able to write up this backstory for you, but you recall your dreams, the ones where you're falling all the time, and that feels correct to you. And it vanishes suddenly, like it crosses the horizon of whatever the planar gate was, and seals up and is gone.
So this is what victory feels like.
Hollow, empty, a void. Yes.
Yeah.
Outside the mountain, before they bring it down, because that was what they were supposed to do, unless anyone has anything to say about that.
Nope.
No.
Yeah, the mountain is brought down by a series of detonations. And it doesn't, bringing down the mountain is obviously a very grandiose phrase for this, but it does completely like bury the entire project facility under millions of tons of rock. And it causes a landslide, which essentially wipes out the village at its
The
base.
town site is completely gone as well.
And it's like, if you didn't know it was here before, it's gone.
Jeez.
And then you are free to go.
So this is it, eh?
Go where?
I don't know. I mean, does the
What are the Sparrowhawks doing? What are the archivists doing? Like, did the librarian get buried with the archive?
The librarian was part of the archive.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the librarian's in the pocket dimension.
I just want to say that for the remaining time that the archive was being prepared, Rose would have been talking to the archivist, trying to figure out methods to oppose the Emperor.
Yeah.
You're able to develop something like a strategy, although it would be the work of many, many years and lives.
Yeah.
The empire's, or the emperor's ritual erased the epistemic republic from the world in kind of like it pulled out a block and collapsed and it stopped being. And the epistemic empire, or the republic's name was not chosen accidentally. It was the known world in capital letters. So erasing it from the world destroyed it.
Yeah.
Like erasing it from public consciousness.
No longer known.
Yeah, it's no longer. It went from being the known world to putting that UN in front of it. Suddenly, like, that was a hard kill on a civilization. And that propelled the emperor to something like a godhood. And now into the ruins, all kinds of other things are now beginning to emerge from places where the Republic was able to keep them suppressed, things like dragons and liches. And you feel as if you are entering something like a dark age, but with the satisfaction of knowing that something endures.
That's good to know.
Captain Pace, or Colonel Pace, wants to take the Sparrowhawks north,
why?
away from the capital, for one thing.
Yeah.
Actually, no, east.
I'm gonna go ask if I can go with them.
They will willingly, happily accept your presence with them.
Okay.
There may be there may be untouched farmlands, untouched stretches of wild where the Empire may not be able to reach, where the Republic never really settled anyone. And you may be able to make something like a life for yourselves there,
Okay.
Yeah.
if you
Sounds
choose to
nice.
go with them.
Yeah, dude, that sounds nice.
Okay.
Worth intends to return to his town, and to his
Okay.
guild, and works on trying to keep at least the teachings of the guild
Okay.
alive.
We could use you, Colonel Price, or Colonel Pace tells you.
It's important to do something good for the world.
She nods. And you spend a long time looking.
Martin's
And-
gonna in the absence of feeling any particular pull like we did to get here. He's going to go his own way,
Okay.
but broadly in the direction of the Sparrowhawk. Martin intends to visit again.
Keep watch on them from afar?
Yeah.
All right. Rose?
Martin will return in
Yeah.
Avengers.
If going with the Sparrowhawks doesn't counter to any plans, then I don't have a reason not to.
All right. And that's where we'll end. So thank you very much. This has been Burning Bright.
Nice. That was very good, Cameron.
Oh, thank you very
I liked
much.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
A reminder for anyone watching this on YouTube or listening on the podcast to come back next week for the start of a new mini adventure. We'd love to have you. It's going to be a fun one. So come back for that.
Sounds like a really good one.
Mhm.